Fuck you, Cynthia. You ain't changed a bit, Cynthia. This ain't your place. Fuck you, Cynthia. Piece of shit. And Cynthia, you want to know why I really got no love for you?
I'm over here very booked and busy while you bitches over here are still looking raggedy and not doing shit. Wow. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit, you shitholes. You can't defeat a bad bitch. You just cannot do.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host of this show are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, this is not serious, this is not real. I am an untrained professional content creator who is freestyling this show. I do not encourage you to try this at home alone. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing today? It's Friday the 13th. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It was another hot day in Texas. I'm ready for the summer to end. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the summer to end. Man, as y'all know, I've been keeping up with the story of the two content creators. Oh, I got some things. Let's see. Oh no. Where did they go? Oh, here we go. Alrighty. Y'all like the news? Today I'm in the office. See, like yesterday I was in my living room, but today I'm in the office because today we got big work. Today I'm gonna catch us up on the story of Fanny the Legend and his wife. And then the gentleman down below here is Manny, Sin City Manny, and he is the one that unalived the people up top. I wanted you to get a look into them because, guys, I had an opportunity to go to another community, and up on the panel eventually came some people who were mods for the gentleman down below, who was, of course, is the alleged hitter. However, it was live, but I'm still going to say alleged. And so they had some interesting stories to tell, and we're going to kind of go over that because this runs deeper than we think. This one's very, very deep. This YouTube beef it's wild. It's wild. I was excited to be able to go up to there. Shh. Ladies. Sorry, my security team. I learned more about what the content creators, what each of their channel was about. We're going to go over that a little bit. That was an interesting dig too. So I'm excited to share this story with you guys. Alrighty, so let me say hi to everybody. Listen, namaste, the fuck away. I appreciate you tapping in. She's really tapped into this story, and I appreciate that. Yes, I agree. Have you guys hit the like button? Please do. Please do. Oh, Joe says we can't take any more. Joe, I want you to know I feel like this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of some very big changes coming about now. What those changes are, what changes will be made, should be made, and how they will be made is I'm not sure yet, but I do feel like something is amiss in the world of the panel verse, if you will. Austin Murphy, I can't. I'm not today. It's kind of rude of me to talk about how hateful it is and then still have trolls. But Austin Murphy, you were an example, and I'm not saying this to pick on you because I think you're great. However, there are people about that keeps things going, and even though some playful comments pop up, others may take them, well, more serious, and we're going to talk about that again as well. Mindful exposure. I adore you. I adore how you have conversations with people, diagnose them, write out a plan for them, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see one of them come through. Hey, Chica, happy Friday the 13th. Joe Cool. Ugh. I need you to tap in if you're free tonight, because I want to share with you some information that I found. What up, Mike 23? Always good to see you. Before we do, who in here was a hip hop head and is familiar with the group NWA? Anybody? Anybody? Raise your hands, please. Well, once upon a time, they were involved in, let me pull this up. I've got a lot of windows open because we got some serious places to visit tonight. So yes, please make sure you hit that like button and tap in, because we're going places tonight, guys. All right, so the first place is we're going back in time. This is the case of the gangster rap, and we're just going to revisit this real quick, okay?
Minnesota is threatening legal action against the nation's largest chain of music stores. At issue, the sale of a rap music album to minors. Correspondent Richard Schlesinger reports on the latest debate about what is art and what is obscene.
And if you're trying to stop me, I don't give a damn.
The group's name itself is controversial. Niggers with Attitude, known as NWA, has taunted law enforcement with its lyrics urging violence against police. But it is the group's sexually explicit lyrics that attracted attention from the Attorney General's office. Lyrics too explicit to be repeated here, lyrics considered obscene by the authorities in Minnesota.
This is frankly offensive to me, and I think to any parent that would hear and would know what these lyrics are all about, they would find that it is nothing but filth.
The Attorney General's office served the warning on executives of the Musicland Group, the largest record store chain in America that owns both Musicland and Sam Goody stores. It threatened criminal prosecution if the stores continue to sell the new NWA record to minors. The issue here, said the Attorney General, is not record burning or censorship. The issue here is access by minors to harmful and sexually offensive material.
I doubt if they'll win this here case.
Minnesota is not the first state to go after record stores. In Florida, a store owner was arrested and convicted for selling copies of a record by Two Live Crew, another rap band whose album, As Nasty as They Wanna Be, proved too nasty for the local sheriff. Shortly after that, Two Live Crew members themselves were arrested after a concert.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
In Minnesota, the Musicland Company could not be reached for comment, but Priority Records, NWA's producers, said in a statement, the issue here is record burning and censorship. NWA songs are a reflection of social conditions, said the statement. The same stories told on NWA albums can be heard or read in the news. Richard Schlesinger, CBS News, New York.
Stay with us now for more news, including tonight's Eye on America.
A bomb. Oh my gosh. So I just wanted us, I just wanted us to take that trip back in time, because I feel like this case between Finney the Legend and Sin City Manny, I feel like this is going to change the pattern of YouTube panels. I could be wrong. I could most definitely be wrong. However, I'm kind of getting that sense of it. Sometimes I feel like, oh, Joe, you're not understanding what the show's about. So what the show's about tonight, making sure like this isn't a personal story tonight. I'm doing an investigative report piece on two YouTube content creators. One unalived, the other one, the ones up top, were unalived by the gentleman down below. Behind YouTube strikes, beefs, it got wild. It got wild. And it made me realize they're just everywhere. Yes, everywhere. So, last night I had an opportunity to... Oh, first of all, okay. So, this is how I want to start. Okay, so let me tell you. So I get it here. Okay, good. So this is Sin City Manny. And I just want to give you a little background of him, okay? He's obviously a content creator out of Las Vegas. And I learned last night I had an opportunity to sit on a panel with people from Las Vegas, Sin City. Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, what is going on with your noise?
I'm getting my headphones in. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. Before you move on to Sin City, let me fucking tell you how good you're doing. That NWA segue fucking brilliant.
Right? Do you feel me? You feel me on that?
Yes, I wanted that to be acknowledged before you moved on. Nobody was up there to say anything.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. So you're familiar with the two, right? Up top is Finney the Legend and his wife. I do think her name was Bubbles, her YouTube name. And then down below is Sin City Manny. Oh goodness.
Anyway, City, I don't want to tell you.
Yeah. All right. So, but see, okay. So now I'm going to tell you about their pages. Okay. So first and foremost, Manny had a page, and in his page, he would dress up like the clown and go to downtown Las Vegas to the Fremont Strip or something. Does that sound like something?
Mm-hmm.
And so he would go there and he would go live. Oh, Joe, do you know that July 15th, which is that about a month, a couple of days,
right?
Well, he would have gone live every single day for 4 years. That was 4 years.
Wow, that's interesting.
Right. So you talk about in deep.
He had a lot at stake. That's where my mind went to. Yeah.
So as I was sitting on the panel and people were telling, sharing their story, there was a chatter in the comments that said, I was going through a hard time and his live streams made me laugh and it got me through those days.
We're talking about the brother of this cat.
Yeah, this guy right here, somebody in the chat last night on the panel I was on saying that his live streams of laughter and just being this clown got them through some hard times.
That is crazy. And to think that, I'm so glad you said that because, what's seared into my head is some crazy fuck ratting around. I'm glad I get to hear someone who saw the other side of it. What made him so appealing, so attractive.
Oh, we're gonna hear from somebody who went to Las Vegas and hung out with him.
Very good.
We're going to hear from somebody who believes he is 100% innocent and justified in his actions. Listen, we are going to be, the other side will be represented here. And it gave me some insight. It gave me some insight into deeper money. This also was this racism? This dealt with it deals with it goes into the politics of jail system. What's going to happen once he get in there? Yeah. So I mean, a lot of things were brought up last night. And I was like,
just bragging on you, chump. I was talking on the phone about this case, and I was like, yeah, my girl knows not about. Wait, what time is it? And you popped up. I was like, you got to check her out. She's in depth. Blah blah. I was just talking about you.
Thank you. I am in this deep because I feel like this is a very important story. And although I might be conspiracy theory, I sense I smell a change will happen because of this. Because although this is a different community, this is no different from the community we are in, the community you are in. If you are watching it from a different community, these are all about the same mentality.
Yes, I like that you're making the connection. Yeah.
And don't get people. NWA gave society this soundtrack for Don't Start None, Won't Be None. And now we've got people turning Wi-Fi arguments into real life crime scenes like Grand Theft Auto with comment sections. And are they more than comment sections in PC? I feel like sometimes they're the fuel to the fire. And I mean that by the comments of of compliments of, hey, did you see this? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Because Joe, this gentleman was getting a super chats from a person that we're going to see tonight, 250 a day, who then decided he no longer wanted to share his super chats with him. Instead, started going and giving it to the other guy because
I've seen that happen.
him mad.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Sin City Manny's page. From what I know, from what I have learned, for this is my interpretation and just my interpretation. Now we're gonna go over to Manny's page. I mean Finney's page. Whew, this Minnie and Fanny, they're little. Forgive me if I get confused. All right. So last night in my investigative journalism, I learned that these gentlemen were at one time friends. They no longer were friends. This is his Finney's page. He has a lot of videos, Joe. Let's go take a look real quick. A lot of videos. Uh-oh. Holy. Okay.
His new subscribers and some of his old subscribers.
His membership has gone up like 3,000 since this event.
I bet.
Absolutely. Okay. Like
He gonna need every bit of interest, money, support. He gonna need it all over the next few months.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Finney, wait. Season 2 promotion streams. Where are they at? Uh-oh. So he has they have one night of the week where you can come and you can, any problems you have with the gentleman I was just showing you the picture of, like there he is on this thumbnail, 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 there he is on this thumbnail. You get the point, right? Anytime you have a problem or anything, situation, grievance, anything you want to air out with him, you go and check him out. And hang on 1 second. Where is that? I want to make sure I find this. So every night, this gentleman, every one night a week, he went live and everybody would come and discuss the issues they had with this one guy. They would make fun of him. Apparently, his wife had a YouTube channel as well. They would make fun of him there. They would make fun of their son had a YouTube channel, made fun of his son's YouTube channel. It was a lot, Joe.
Wow, right? Oh, so reminiscent.
Right. So, everyone says that the channel was his channel. That's what really caused it to blow up. And like I said, those other content creators were coming through and now giving him the money. I had the video pulled up, but I jumped off of it. So I'm trying to look for it again.
That's what she said.
Stop. This is serious investigation work, Joe. Don't be like that.
You set me up. It was a layup. I had to.
No, this is serious work, Joe. I meant I'm Snap's new #1 girl, right?
Okay.
And you know how he's an investigative journalist, right?
Yeah, hard-hitting team. I see it.
Yes. So you know that I got to take this a little bit more serious now. Man, I hate that I jumped off of this. Anyways, I'm gonna just drop the link. You can see it, but there's one where he goes into it and he talks about, hey, I'm starting this channel. This is going to be for everybody just to come on here, just to make whatever grievances you have, and you got it. And so I guess it took off.
Wait. Is that a positive thing? Just your tone of your voice tells me, or I'm assuming that you think it's a positive thing.
Well, we've and let me do point out that this has been going on for a year. This show has
No.
been
Just
for a year. Right.
just the part you said that. Hey, I'm starting a channel.
Right.
If you want to air your grievances, come here. I've had friends do that. That's usually a bullshit. They act like they're just helping motherfuckers, but it means I want to create drama over here. Bring your drama over here. It always means that.
Absolutely. I just wanted to point out that it was a year. So, do I think that? What was your question again?
Do it. You think it's a good thing? The way he said, "Hey, I'm starting this channel. I want a place for people to be able to air their grievances." I was asking you, do you think it's a good thing? Because I see a big chance of it being turned into some troll shit. That's would have been my assumption.
See, that's the question. Oh, guess who we got here, Joe? Oh, wait. I have because I don't have a soundboard, guys. I do not have a soundboard. All right.
Slipshod Productions over here.
So I'm trying new things. So we got a superstar coming to the stage too, Joe.
Oh, it's good. Those.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Just be patient, superstar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome to What's Up, Cynthia. Jalen Stevens. Woo, woo, woo.
Man, you way too kind with that intro.
Very good.
You're the first one. Are you keeping up with what I've been reporting? My investigative journalism.
I haven't been able to see anything else since we talked about it.
Okay. All right. So what was your question? So I
had a question. I was going to ask you, but since Jay popped up, it might be even better to see his opinion on this. You notice, at least in my opinion, this is nothing about race. I'm sure Cynthia is going to describe how it is, and I'm sure she's correct. But generally speaking, no one is talking about how the black guy or the Hispanic dude. I don't hear that, and I think it's lovely. I think it's great. So it made me wonder. I was going to ask you, Cynthia, before Jay got here. What do you think if that's a white guy who shoot him, or a black guy shoots two white people? Is suddenly race the issue?
Yeah.
Most people. We're gonna see videos.
So. But I don't know why is it a race issue in this one? I really thought
it is not. It is
I'm
not.
saying that. I know you said that it was going to be explained, so I thought maybe she had already explained.
Yeah,
She hinted toward there was something in court that was going to have something to do with race in court. She hinted that way. She didn't outright say it. I might have read it into what she said.
Yeah, no. We're going to hear. Could a gentleman come up and say that it was racism? They're going to pull up some old clips of Sin City Manny and some words that he had to say. They're going to also talk about what's going to happen to him once he sets into the prison system. What politics are now going to come and play there? They go into
as far as the race thing, Cynthia, I make certain considerations. It's a real thing that a white motherfucker who is not racist will use that hardy or as a tool to hurt a motherfucker, not out of racism and hatred, because they think he's less. It's because they're caught up in viciousness. And I'm assuming I would leave room. I'll have to see the context of which it occurred. But my first thought is always, yes, every motherfucker goes there and calls black people that shit. I wouldn't assume, even if I hear it coming out of his mouth hard, don't necessarily assume. I wouldn't necessarily assume he's a racist.
Okay. What about you? Where did Jalen go?
He probably have an internet issues. Yeah.
All right. So this is the page. This is the video, and I'm going to drop it down. And this is the video. It's a year ago. It's at 6.17K views. And this is the video of where he explains, hey, this is what's happened. This is now opened. This is how I feel about it. I believe at some point, I want us to watch a little bit of it, but I don't want to take views away from him. So I want to get y'all interested.
Oh, stop it. There's 30 niggas in here. You can play what you want to play.
But I say that because
can't do nothing but help
for them. Okay.
Can't do nothing but help.
All right. Well, whatever. Jalen's back. Hey, Jay.
Very good, Lauren. I'm not saying everybody.
Yeah, my service is kind of bullshitting this for a second, but I think I'm good now.
You are. Even your mic sounds better.
Okay. So this is. Have you ever watched Finney, Mr. Sikowski? No, Cage.
I have not. I've never heard of either one of these guys until this situation happened.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, guys, we got somebody backstage.
I think this is the energy, just the way you said it.
Can I get a mic check?
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Cage.
It sounds like Cage. Yeah.
Are you going to be on your best behavior?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Okay. All right. So, Cage. So this is Fanny's page, and this is the genesis of him going through and starting, and what he has to say about this. And we're going to talk about it in a minute, so it might not make sense, but there is a situation where Manny, the clown, I don't want to say clown in a negative way, but that was his character, a clown, had maced this gentleman's wife.
Yeah.
And they had apologized for her behavior because apparently she hit him with camera equipment. And this is how he's decided.
By the way, that was caught on camera. Somebody was filming.
So we're gonna see that later.
Back of that camera, and yes, I agree. His wife was very aggressive towards Manny.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over all that stuff. But give me 1 second. Shout out Kevin. Why would I do that? I mean, I'm a small streamer. I had pretty much the whole Vegas streaming community watching. So why would I take it down? So of course I didn't take it down.
He already into some drama shit.
It was taken down for just being an inexperienced YouTuber. You went from 7 to 35 is hit. Yeah, I honestly don't even, to be real, bro. Keep it all real, y'all. I ain't even get on here to be a Vegas YouTuber, but I mean, I guess now I'm gonna be the 600. Shout out 600. I'm gonna be the Charleston White. I'm gonna be the who else is I'm gonna be one of those guys in the Vegas community. So let me tell y'all what's going on. Facts, James.
Yeah, pause. Let's see.
Yeah, what do y'all think about him saying he's gonna be the
next Charleston White?
I'm gonna be real now. So where's he the whole time? Fucking fake? Okay.
What Cage?
I'm saying, like, to be real. Okay, so what? You're a fake the entire time? Now you're being real?
Oh, just when a motherfucker say to be real, you assume I hear where you going with that. With the Charleston White thing, I absolutely counted that as a negative. The moment I said I saw that, it was validation for a lot of my other thoughts of him just wanting to be a drama motherfucker. He's saying, I ain't planning on being a Vegas streamer. I'm planning on being a controversial motherfucker. He's saying that.
Absolutely.
No, he's saying, right? It's like what, a 40-inch slip? So to be real, so that implies that he was being fake the entire time.
No, I understood you.
Yeah. So it's like this guy wants to play in fucking Vegas. Guess what? What happens if Vegas doesn't fucking stay there?
Right.
We know that now.
You're right.
We know that now.
It's live stream, especially when it's live stream.
Ain't you glad you didn't go, Lauren?
Yeah, this motherfucker needs to slap across his fucking head. Look at him. Oh, you'll go the Black Sox, right?
All right. I'm gonna keep letting you make it. But I got something for you tonight. I got something for you. I'm waiting. Is it too soon? I'm waiting. Is it just right? I want you to know, and I think it's too soon. But just so you know, I got it.
Too early, not at the right timing. I don't fucking.
Well, okay, we're gonna finish watching this. Okay.
So. Originally, everybody want to know, like, how did I even know Manny? Like, why did we cross paths to even get maced? And like I said,
so this
I got fucking bear mace, buddy.
This is the genesis, okay, guys. This is from his mouth.
On the previous video, my wife was all the way wrong. So we ain't gonna keep saying it no more. She was wrong for going up to dudes. We land on ours. We take ours over the chin. We was wrong for that. But this pepper spray, I mean, I don't think that fit the. I don't think that fit the. I don't think that fit what she did to him. So
what's over the chin?
What I was doing is I was sitting around thinking, because.
What did you say?
I'm asking, what is over the chin and what's right underneath your nose? Your fucking mouth, right? I don't know. I'm just like, let's be real here, right? Well, because we're never being real. Yeah.
Did that have something to do with the video?
Did I just hear a dog bark in the background?
Yeah, I'm in a city. I don't know what to tell you how many though.
So, Cage, what it means is like they understood. Like, I'm not sure if you know, but the gentleman had pepper sprayed his wife, but his wife had hit a gentleman over the head with some camera equipment, and in return she was pepper sprayed. And so he's saying, hey, my wife and I apologize for that, but we're not going to keep apologizing. We're taking that on the chin, meaning we understood that made us look bad. Did I clarify that for you?
Yeah, that's very clear. Yeah, that's some good clarification. But I'm saying, what kind of pepper was it? Was it
I have no idea, but we'll see the video.
Cayenne pepper?
We will see the video. All right, so let's just watch a little bit more, because I want y'all to get a feel before we go into the next phase of the my live.
I'm not on here every day. Like, and if I am on here every day.
Oh, Jalen, did you hear when I said earlier that on July 15th, which is about a month and a couple of days, Manny would have gone live every single day for 4 years?
Well, you know, OTW lied to me again. He said, I'm going to redirect it to your stream, and then he just redirected to
Not really.
I just need you to shut the fuck up.
I figured I'd show up.
You bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness. What happened to Cage? Oh, my goodness. I hate that happened to Cage. I wish him well. You know what I mean? But he's going to go ahead and sit the rest of this panel out. Oh, man. Well, Cage. So, how long? I mean, at what point, like, how long do you have to keep taking it if you say, "Hey, I apologize. It is what it is," right?
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to and I wanted to make sure. Did you hear about the 4 years?
Yeah, I heard you.
Every day, yeah.
Every day, bro. That's hard.
That's a lot of time, man.
Quite the investment, and he had started getting his channel struck, so he was probably clearly losing it.
And apparently, this is his second channel. His first channel had 46K views. His second channel had 14K. So,
I'm not always in this community. This community, like the people that do Vegas streams, they fight over about 10K views every night. So amongst all the streamers that go out there on Vegas, there's about 10K. So, excuse me. Pepper spray is a cow removal. So, not to say that that's a small market. 10K is a big market, but if you look around YouTube, I mean, I could just tell you what I watch. Like, I watch catfishing channels. All YouTubers do the same thing. The catfishing channels, they got rivals, and they fight over views also. I watch the 2K. I watch NBA 2K. The 2K viewers, they fight over views. They fight amongst each other. All the little communities fight amongst each other. I say that to say this is the Vegas community. So, of course, a lot of people, they cut the cable, they cut the cord, they cut the cable. So now they come to YouTube every day. This is free. You can come to YouTube for free. So now a lot of these people watch Manny every day. So now they're his YouTube. I mean, he's their
entertainment like TV. Yeah.
He's their VH1 there. He's substitute for that. If you watch somebody every day, you start feeling like that's your family.
Right?
So
right? What do y'all agree with that?
No, he's absolutely on point. Even YouTube would tell you that once somebody feel like they know you, it changes everything. And they suggest that you put yourself out there often, especially if you're trying to build a short crowd. They don't want you to miss more than a day or two in a row. You have to put yourself often. And once they get to feel like they know you, yeah, it's a big thing, apparently. He's on point.
Yeah, I say you build an attachment. I wouldn't call it family, but at the same time, I would call it definitely an attachment. And
Yeah.
sometimes the attachment isn't healthy. This starts
Very good. Yeah, right. I was thinking that too, Jay. I got a lot of folks, and I like to meet everybody. And sometimes it's not healthy. Sometimes it turns to this shit where fucking I'm in Texas, I'll call, said, "Hey, can I use your wash machine?" Or it turned into some really crazy shit with obsessed bullshit. I've even had men do that shit, hit on me or obsess over me and call me a late night. Certainly women.
Yeah. What do you think about all the communities fighting? He was saying even the fishing channels fight. I mean, every community fights.
That's well, actually, he was saying they compete over the same shit. I think that was his bigger point.
But I mean, that do lead to fights, and I believe that to a certain degree, if you really go look at it, especially like old YouTube, as far as like the content creators that were trying to entertain or build a following and that type of sort, not doing how-to videos. I think most of the how-to videos were this something that they were doing on a side gig to do. I believe. I don't think most of those people were trying to become famous. Most of them didn't even really show their faces and stuff like that. But the other people that's like that, they beefed over, you know what I'm saying, the audience, because a lot of them ended up garnering the same audience. They ended up in the same. This was even before algorithm, so pretty much audience was free to go to wherever they wanted to and shit. They didn't have
It was the same way with us. I remember when I first started, I thought I was super popular, whatever, how many hundreds I had in there. The big guy would go live and my shit would just drop. It was the same thing. We were sharing the same audiences.
Man, we do that now. So I just find it interesting the mirror community of our community.
Mm-hmm. This is not so far removed from some of the stuff that we've seen here. That's why this is so fascinating. I mean, every other community that I visit, these are the same things. That start off with someone dropping a phone number, and then they escalated, and like Lindsay and them and Tarek was doing. Matter of fact, your number got dropped. It starts there, and it ends up with some dude. Man, he showed a picture of my kid because you had a picture of a kid up there, and then way in the background, this idiot gonna blow it up and make fun of it. And now we know where it could possibly end. I'll be preaching this shit, and other people will be trying to get motherfuckers to understand that this shit is not healthy.
And I think it's always been that. I think you just pay attention to YouTube and how trends work. Sometimes, like when people go and do certain things, they don't understand the ramifications of these things they're doing. Whether it be a challenge, whether it be these guys that go to hoods and blogs, goes to any of these things, like. It starts out a good idea in the head, but I don't think the actions or the reactions of any everyday people putting cameras in their face trying to prank them or whatever you do is going to it doesn't always work out the way you think it is. It's not gonna always be a funny moment. It definitely gets deadly.
You're going to get that dopamine, that adrenaline rush, which is why we keep going back and doing it, because it's hard to capture. And don't let a few motherfuckers blow your head up. You killed it out there. It was incredible. You want to recapture that at all costs. Your judgment becomes fuzzy. Next thing you know, you're out there yelling at civilians, drinking tea on the sidewalk, calling them dumb bitches and shit for clicks and views.
This is how I equated it to last night.
Yo, you got the juice now, man.
Don't let him give you that juice.
You got the juice now, baby.
Don't let him give you that juice.
It ain't nothing. It ain't his decision. Who got the juice? The crowd decides whether you got the juice or not. You can't turn it down. That's ridiculous.
No, you can. You see him? He gave him an evil look and shook his head no. But
And he will be the most popular fuck on the streets for the next 6
but he's
months,
like, no, I don't
regardless of
want
whether he
that.
want to be or not.
Yeah, I don't want that though, bro. I don't want that.
It ain't up to him.
Don't be making it that.
It is what it is. You hear my point? It ain't got nothing to do with it no more. It happened. It is now legend in our mind. Everywhere he go, he is that nigga. You can't tell everybody, no, I'm not. You will be.
You don't think you can't tell them no?
Yeah, but you don't see all 60,000 motherfuckers who believe that shit. You see the couple dozen and you tell them no. But the other thousands who saw that moment and heard about that moment, you are still that legend.
It's crazy.
You're that guy.
Yeah, but don't believe it though. Don't believe it.
Yeah, you damn right. You're very good. Yes.
Because that's gonna get you caught up in this here.
And be what Jalen said, right? You're gonna be like
this is what I'm
Jalen.
trying to like. This is how come I'm talking about this story, because this is a prime example of what we try to do on Chicas Locas, is just talk about things and say, hey, it might feel good and you might think it's great, but there's really different layers and you need to pay attention to them. So I think there's he goes into one more right, Texas with his big eyes, girl with them big old eyes. I swear they got bigger over time, but it's okay. It's okay, Omar. I got you, boo.
It looks even better now if you ever see him while he's older.
You can see my future, baby. All right. I think there's a few more things he talks about, not too much more, and then I want to go into the stream I was on last night and the different people that came up and talked about it, because they are from that community.
Yeah, I'm interested.
To try to get this all and make it a point. So I say that because let me backfire, because I came on here to start this because I'm actually about to do what I care about. My fantasy football is what I care about. I don't really, Vegas is, I come in here and look every other day or every now and then just to see what's going on. But I do other stuff all day. Like this is like my fifth one down the line. So I'm actually gonna have a fantasy meeting with my guys next. Don't expect no views. I've been doing it way before this Vegas stuff, but I know I hadn't said nothing to everybody, so I wanted to clear it up so you guys wouldn't come in you guys can come in there if you want, but so you wouldn't be asking Vegas questions. So I'm going to get around to my plan, and I hope I'm going to need everybody else to join me to execute this. So I used to watch Manny when he was he still was working. He was a helicopter guy. So this tells you so I'm talking to just to let everybody know, I'm talking to Sin City family fans that never get to hear the bad stuff, because Manny is great at hiding anything negative that goes on. He's good. He even got my video shut down, making rookie mistakes, but it had negative stuff that he didn't want to get out because he preaches positive on his channel. So, hey there, Darcy. So
he being truthful, he kicking it, and Manny will not like hearing this. If he's like he said, if he works that hard to keep his shit, his dirt hidden, he will not like this guy.
Right, and remember, he said he was working at the helicopter place. He's gonna kind of, I think, talk about that. And one of the chatters started giving him like $250 a day, and he quit his job to take on YouTube full time. But to me, I take this as this is one of the I'm gonna throw a rock and hide my hand type thing. When he said, hey, he doesn't like for negative things to get out, and so negative things are gonna always come out. Is that something you agree to on YouTube?
Absolutely, and as you would say, some things that are not so negative will be turned into negative. Like right now, anything you do will be eggshelled into something negative. That's gonna happen, and you're gonna get motherfuckers asking you stupid questions because people are gonna spread rumors about you. You're gonna be having a good day somewhere, and somebody gonna come in there and be like, "Hey, did you beat your wife?" Whatever.
Right.
So I'm not gonna read the chat, y'all, because I'm trying to remember everything that I want to say, and then I'll go back and read the chat. And also, I got my other meeting at 7:30. So I'm gonna keep it real. All right, so I used to watch Manny way back when he was the helicopter guy. So if you guys been to Vegas, or if you haven't been to Vegas, the helicopter people, when you're walking down the strip, they're the people that asking you, hey, you gonna be in town tomorrow, telling you what they can give you. So they're great manipulators. They're great at talking to people. You got to be able to take rejection. So that's why Manny is good at what he do. So I started watching Manny around.
Do you know the type of people he's talking about? The helicopter people? Does he mean like, hey, you want to come take a ride in our helicopter, or like helicopter mom type behavior? Where did Joe Cool go?
Damn it, I'm muted. I took it literal, but I don't know, to be honest.
Because he said, hey, if you go to Vegas, you'll see the helicopter people. And I was like,
Yeah, I took it literal, right? He's like, I watched him when he was a
I don't know
helicopter
either.
guy.
I took it as he's a pilot. He's a mechanic.
Do tours or something?
I was like, who would stop being a helicopter pilot for?
Geographically speaking, how far is he from Vegas? Because it seems like he's
right there on the strip. He jumped in his car and was able to get quick to the strip because he drove around looking for him.
No, I'm talking about the brother. How close is the brother to Vegas? Because the guy was like, he's in my town.
Right.
The brother doesn't live there. Okay.
He's in
yeah,
Arizona.
that's nowhere.
He's
Yeah.
going back. But he keeps going and visiting. And he's visited them before. So he's been there before. So going this time was nothing new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's kind of how I took it. I think he means the people that move around trying to sell tickets and such. Yeah, the way he explained it, that's, yeah, they stop tourists on the streets to hook them in. Oh,
helicopter people are involved in people's lives.
Oh, dang. Hey, now we know if we go to Vegas, that ain't happening. Get away, helicopter. All right.
Because pandemic time, money is cars, facts. So I started watching Manny around pandemic time just to see Vegas from the comfort of my house. And my wife used to watch like Turn It Up World and Jacob and Norma. All those people, when I say that 10K of people, they're surpassed that. They're surpassed that. Manny ain't on their level. So sorry if I even put him close to that. He's not on that level. Those people, when they come on, they get instant what he gets doubled. Like they have that what he gets for the whole night.
That sounds like what you just explained about your partner, that when he would come up, all your views would go over there. Yeah. So that's kind of where I wanted to kind of leave Manny at. And again, I did put that. I'm going to put this full video for anybody who wants to watch it. Please do go. But I just kind of wanted us to get a sense of Manny. And this is also where he goes and says, hey, I'm created this channel, and you can now send any information that you want anywhere. So
it also it shows us his transition. He told us what he was into. I play games. These are the channels I'm watching, and here is the moment where I became the guy that you know me as when I died.
Yeah, and I wanted to become Charleston White.
Can't forget your goals, right? To be Charleston White. Great goal.
So last night, let me see. Boom. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this one out of here. Make sure, if you guys haven't, please hit that like button. We're bringing you the YouTube investigative journalism. And I dropped that in the link. All right. So last night, I hit this panel. It's called the Vegas sector with OYB. Do you know what OYB stands for?
No, and it would be a dirty joke if I guess it, so I'll just let you tell me.
Out your body.
That's close enough.
Have you ever got I'd be like, boy, I got you out your body, didn't I? I got you out your body.
Yeah, we have. That's or outside of your body. That's always why you getting all outside your body.
Yeah. So I was on here, right? So this is a content creator, got 2.166. Look at this. 10.5K views. This is a topic. I mean, I'm so thankful that I have a community to discuss this with.
Yeah, but that's the advantage of the internet, right? I mean, if you know how to maneuver, everything is there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went up there and they're like, I said, "Hi, I'm Cynthia from the Mo 3 sector." They said, "Yeah, we know who you are." I said,
What the fuck is Mo 3?
Don't even holy
Don't
what
make me Google some
you
shit.
don't
I don't know
remember
what to
we
call
went through
this.
the music catalog when you came here and I told you about the crime. I've even sent you the videos of the shooting.
Mo 3?
Yes, man, you smoke way too much, bro.
I'm gonna smoke now.
We've
You
had
just
like 3 or
reminded
4
me.
talks. I'm keeping you up to date with the case. I'm making sure you get behind the scenes footage.
All right.
Holy.
All right.
Holy.
Now I think Mo 3. It was a brother in Texas.
Well, I just like yes. I'm from like Genesis up there with Doom. Everybody, bro. So, anyways. God, where were we? Oh, okay. Yes. Holy. Yes. So when I went up there, they're like, "Yeah, we already know you," and I was like, "Uh-oh." But I guess they knew me from because I had some situations before in there. And so I guess they covered the situation.
Damn. Outside your body a couple times.
Well, if it's the situation I'm thinking it is,
That's funny. Oh, we know you. Yeah. God damn.
I use that comment. Oh, I was like, I got you out your body.
Yeah.
But we're not here for that, Joe. We're not here for that.
Of course we're not. Yes.
So this is the couple. This isn't the channel. I'm gonna drop this link because I want you guys because he does an amazing breakdown of this, and a lot of people come. There's even a guy, Joe, that comes and talks about it who just got out of the feds after doing a 19-month run in there, and that's how we get involved into the politics of what's going to happen once he enters into the prison system.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it'll change once he has the prison system. It is extremely racial in there, bro.
Yeah, so but then they kind of bring that up. So let me see. So I'm gonna go. So I did message this content creator. He's completely okay with me using this footage. I haven't had a chance to go back and review it all. So I'm just gonna start with where I come in because obviously I know what we're talked about. But again, I did drop the link. Please go and subscribe. And if you like today, Joe, he's got some of the family members on there.
Good.
Guy, so he's on top of it, and he's somebody.
Is this the panel you were on? You with the family members?
Okay. So I'm gonna try to take us to some. Here we are. I haven't gone back. I haven't stamped this, so just bear with me for a second as I get this.
Can't hide that shit.
Hey, hold on. Let me just respond to Tripping for Life.
That's Vegas Valley. That sounds like Vegas Valley.
I've been involved.
It is.
In California politics.
It's a buddy of mine. He just got out. That's the one you talking about.
Yeah. He's the one up there talking about the street politics and talking about
when he got out. It ain't been a week or two. He called me as soon as he got out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Small YouTube world. All right. So. Influenced by the music,
Now, I have seen somebody saying that cyberbullying is a plausible alibi.
Right. So maybe he's not going to say that, but how is this going to come into play? Our behavior on these panels?
Cyberbullying would only work though. I mean, you could say that, but that should only hold weight if the cyberbullying was like okay, was endangering him or some shit or something. Like he wasn't endangered in that moment. So why would he? He should have reported that. That nigga Manny should have reported the cyberbullying a long time ago.
Is cyberbullying and trolling, are they the same thing?
Oh, you're talking. I didn't know whether you were the so and so.
No, that.
No, cyberbullying and trolling are not the same thing. You can have trolling and just be having fun and shit. Cyberbullying is something specific.
Do you think that what we witnessed today was that trolling? Is Charleston White trolling or bullying?
I guess mostly trolling. Can't think of instances of him bullying. Really, he's a troll, but it's good troll, bad troll. I don't know if bad troll means bullying. If I could come up with bullying, it'd be, I don't know. It's really closer to bad trolling, I guess. It'd be with intent to harm or damage a person's, or whatever. You'd be trying to hurt them. That'd be bullying. Trolling.
I'm sorry. Lauren asks, what would be considered cyberbullying?
Yeah, I think that shit going live about a motherfucker every day, or painting narratives about a motherfucker that ain't true in order to, smear them every day and make them have to defend himself.
Okay. So I looked it up. I'm going to look it up.
So
I looked it up and it says cyberbullying is defined as the use of technology such as computers and smartphones to demean, embarrass, or harass another person.
Exactly.
It involves willful and repeated harm.
Exactly what I said.
Inflicted through digital platforms affecting individuals, particularly young people, in various online environments. I feel like this behavior could that fall under the definition of cyberbullying?
That is, ain't that what you just, all this behavior here that we're witnessing now?
Yeah.
All right. At the point that it had come to, was it cyberbullying? I haven't seen examples because I haven't seen the streams and shit, but I have to imagine it was third stage cyberbullying at this point, taking down niggas' channels and all of that shit. You try to cause them anxiety at this point. Your goal at night, you're up at 4 o'clock trying to find clips to cause them anxiety tomorrow and keep it up every fucking day. I'm sure they went embroiled in that shit.
Oh my gosh. And you brought up something good. Are there stages of cyberbullying?
Well, this would give us evidence that there is. They started out like this dude. He seems pretty ignorant to YouTube rules, damn near admittedly so. And he made every misstep. And it certainly escalates. Every guy that's a bully, a bad guy troll, when you catch him 365 days later, when he thought it was bad to dox, now he understands that no, the only reason they put that kid on there, Joe, is a teenager. It wasn't really a kid, so it's okay to make fun of him. They become that person. Yes, there's definitely stages.
All righty. So we get there, we have this conversation. Do you think that this is type of behavior that you can report? I mean, can y'all go up to the police station and be like, hey, there's someone on YouTube that makes fun of me every day?
You gotta ask. We gotta get somebody gay up from the chat or some soft ass Uncle Tom. I'm not into reporting and shit. I don't do that. Call the police. Shit. I don't know. I handle my shit myself. I wouldn't be indulging that back and forth anyway. So no. After I've been throwing hands and I get my lips split, you don't go report a motherfucker. No. This nigga throwing hands, both of these niggas throwing hands. No, neither one of you niggas should support. Be a fucking man and step out of that fucking shit. That'd be my advice.
Well, I feel like that Manny feels like this is what he did. This is what he did.
Manny feels like that's what he did. What'd he do?
He step up and be a man. He defended his wife. He's defending his honor.
Yeah, but he's an idiot. That's not being a man, though. That's being an idiot. That's not You're right. He thought he was being a man. Manny, we now know
that
is
mentality
an idiot.
you just said. That mentality you just said. Hey,
yeah. When I said step up and be a man, I meant do manly things. Men don't engage in back and forth on the internet. That's bitch shit. Men don't do that.
You talking now, bitch shit.
Yes, that's yeah, no, I don't even watch my friends. And I give them shit. Well, Joe, you don't come over my room no more. No, nigga, I don't watch niggas going back and forth like broads. No, that's not man behavior. That's what was it? Responsive, reflexive, no thinking skills. Because I mean, if you're a smart guy and you think a few years along, you're like, oh my God, I was looking crazy as fuck. I was letting this nigga dictate my every move. I'm fucking neglecting my family because I gotta find clips about this nigga. I was looking goofy, and my entertainment was all over the internet for other people's entertainment. There's nothing positive is gonna come out there. So if you do a little forward thinking, there's nothing manly about up in this game.
Okay, I
I
like
know
where your
where it
head's at.
leads, man. I know where it leads. I still fuck with a lot of grimy shit. I've seen motherfuckers be on live and call the FBI with motherfucker house, then call his girlfriend, had her recall, and had a motherfucker, him and his kid swatted twice. Those are lousy niggas.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So Ocho's like, don't call the police.
Man, I dropped my girlfriend. She talking about calling the police. I dump her ass. I don't do that shit.
Woo. I'm a little bit different than that.
It's an option over here.
I'm all for
That's what I say. We need a third
documentation.
person. We need somebody else that's not as radical as I am.
I'm all for documentation. Leave a paper trail. Leave a paper trail. Because whether it be you're a victim or a suspect, leave a paper trail. So interesting. So let's continue. Maybe he wasn't in danger, but he could present, I'm in fear for my life, and then now
Yeah, he should have reported all of that then and not reacted how he did. You feel me?
If you're a great DA or prosecutor, right, you're gonna argue and prove that you knew that man was standing in that location and you stalked him and hunted him down and went and unalived him, and that's gonna kill all of that right there.
Yeah.
All they're going to need to do is pull up the live stream chat. Hey, he's over there on Fremont Street. I'm watching his live. He just went over
Exactly what was going on in both of their chats.
Yeah, that's all they're going to need to pull
But
up.
I feel like a rookie can solve this case. This shit is so easy to solve. You just know you can see the nigga face. You can see all of the back and forth. You could just that shit is easy as fuck. Like,
you think this is an easy case? You think this is going to be an easy win for the prosecution?
I see no other way out. I'm with the guy. Yeah, it's gonna be a slam dunk. Ooh, I'd like to see any opposing theories at this point and see how they hold up.
I honestly can see them saying YouTube panels, cyberbullying drove me through this.
That's the only out, and I don't think it'll hold, but that's the only out I can see is that he was caught up. Oh, but you can't go. You can't even consider winning that because how many other niggas caught up on YouTube? Now everybody can get away with murder. The precedent is too heavy. You could never agree to this one. Yeah.
So a lot of when this first came out, a lot of people were like, why are you covering this? This happens all the time. And I was like, no, this is different.
It doesn't.
Your camera's off, Wizard. Nah. Wow. All right. What up, Wizard? Where was I?
I think it's pitch black in here. I'm trying to say hi to you, but it's pitch black in this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. All right. I forgot. It'll come back to me.
We was talking about how I don't know
how the internet influences people, and some think that
how this one is different. We were exactly talking about how this one is different
because usually from what I've seen, I'm not saying every single case, so please don't take it that way. But from what I've seen, there's been real life beef on Facebook or Instagram, and it's like pull up, bitch, and they come and they pull up. They're usually in the same area. Yeah. However, with this has been over a year's time frame on a weekly basis. A show is made about you. In the meantime, as we're about to hear, your main chatters are now main chatting the person who's making fun of you. We're going to hear later from his family that says you don't know what mental health problems are going through. NPCs talked about paranoia. All of this is going to factor in. And so let's hit.
It's getting chaotic over here, bro.
Well, let's remember too, the incident didn't start on the internet. Actually, it started in person contact first.
Yep.
The one guy maced the other guy's wife.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're gonna review that. We're gonna review that fight, Wizard. So just hold tight, real quick, okay? So right now, a gentleman. I went ahead. A gentleman has come up. I think his name is Nick, and he is the gentleman that is gonna. He is the one that says, "Hey, I got this guy to retire. I'm the one. I'm the well. I'm that guy." And so he gives us a little bit background into what his how he went from being a helicopter person to a full-time YouTube content creator.
Juicy. You know, they could have just been doing that. You get what I'm saying? Little devious shit like that.
Yeah.
Nick Duncan, you finally up here, brother. Is your mic working? Mic check.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir. Get your shit off.
Okay. I'm sorry, bros.
Now you good. Go ahead, pop your shit. What you want to get off on?
Let me go from the start. I'm kind of emotional here. I was one of the very first Sin City family supporters.
Let's go. We all on mute. I'm going on mute.
So I guess the Sin City is like what they called themselves. There was like Sin City. Manny had one. I believe his wife Julie had a channel of cooking. They having a teenage child. He had his own channel of YouTube. So he's saying I was one of the family members, just for anybody who may or may not have caught that.
Before he became Sin City Manny, before he became Manny Wise, he didn't paint his face. He used to be on Fremont 4.5 years ago. I used to super chat him and Julie at least $250 a day. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, I did.
Ain't no way. That's more than Mike Jones.
Hello. Okay. Hey,
Hey,
listen to me. I was the original super chat king. He used to say that. He dedicated whole shows about Nick Duncan in Las Vegas. Okay. He used to run towards fights. I used to say, Manny, what are you doing? You running towards all them black people and they're fighting over there. Not knowing that he was like he was, that he was a big time, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that just didn't seem. So then when I stopped super chatting this dude, he completely ghosted me. I would go into the chat. If I didn't put no money in, he didn't acknowledge me.
Ooh.
I said, okay, I get it. So I left him.
Ooh. Ooh, I've been on YouTube too long. I'm saying that too.
That's that love of money.
Love of money is the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, this all stems from a physical interaction in real life first to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Still, it all applies though to the way we move around on our YouTube lives. It all applies. Different rooms that we visit are different degrees of what we're watching here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cynthia and I gave examples of how it's increasing. She was just talking about somebody who got their hands put on, and one of my friends went 3 states over or something to pop up at the guy's house the other day. Different stages of and leading to is what I'm gonna say to what we see here.
Mm-hmm.
I left them 4 years ago. Then I started seeing all the other people leave him. They left him because he was so territorial with that damn whole Fremont experience. Before Club Clyde even came about, there was no Club Clyde. It was just Manny and Julie walking down the strip. They were walking down the strip. They were walking on Fremont. They were looking at the bands that were on the stages. That was the extent of it. So once something happened, I don't know what it was, but he started painting his face. He became Manny. He became Manny Wise. he changed. He changed so much. I don't know what happened, but it started to scare people. And then when the whole Fremont incident, you do know that Finney and Bubbly and Manny, they used to hang out, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've heard that.
Have you seen the videos where they actually hung out? They were having fun.
I need to see.
Who's Bubbly?
Bubbly's the lady
Is
that
a
passed
chick?
the wife.
Oh wow! How was that possible? They hung out and had fun. I thought their initial interaction was when they got maced.
They were apparently before
All
all of
right. Okay. Well, I need to know that. Yeah.
And so remember, Finney used to watch Manny, and now Finney has broken away. He started his channel. Now his subscribers,
Yeah.
donors, his cash apps.
Direct competition, and used to idolize me. Ooh.
Right.
That's some of that flow state in some of those guys and Paul. There's a lot of that. They used to look up, and then fuckers are going their own way, and it's a lot of hate. I know Paul ain't accepted, in my opinion. None of these guys. I think he's got an inherent anger toward them because you're supposed to idolize me and not be doing your own thing. Certainly not exceeding me.
But we see that all the time. You're not super chatting me anymore. I don't need to talk to you. I'm only going to talk to people that are members or super chat. Like, that's crazy.
Yes.
You're in too deep. You got in too deep.
And what they do is, at least in my experience, they go to other people and they super chat there to make you jealous because they're bitter too. That really, unless I leave you some bread. Yesterday you used Joe Cool's a man. I ain't hit you today. I ain't got it like that. You ain't even say hi. And they'll go to spend $20 on your competition just to get your attention and poke you.
These psychological games that people play. Is this part of the cyberbullying? Not just
most of it is not so much psychological games. It is just a fucking caveman's reaction to that stimulus of being hurt. I'm gonna fight back and hurt you. It is no forethought here. Let's not give any credence to what happening here.
Right, but it does have a psychological effect on those that are weak and allow it.
Yes, it is in that sense. It is definitely psychological,
and that's
why
it
is not clever by any forethought or any sense.
Well, and it's easy to tell because most people in that play game area, they're the ones that you see go to the ad hominem character attacks, the straw mans, and things like that.
Yeah, it's obvious to those who have vision, right? And you see it, you be like, at least I know I'd be like, this is kiddie shit. And I was that same guy. Everybody goes to YouTube and learn. I say it take like 2 years before you really even start to learn here. Any motherfucker give me advice and ain't 2 years old, YouTube years, I'm just being tolerant with your ass because you got to go through it. You go through the fights and you fight back and you got to determine how dirty you're willing to go because they'll probably exceed you in their dirtiness because their evil wants to pull it out of you. They'll take you from this line that you aren't willing to cross. They'll give you a reason to cross it suddenly, and they'll drag you. Oh, that's how the game goes.
Yeah. Snow says, just think of it like a video game. It saves a lot of emotions. Okay, Snow, I feel you.
Oh, it was very good.
Yeah. Texas Blue says, what's up, Cynthia? You can be bullied if you just block them and keep it
moving. That's a good point. You gotta. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can still be bullied. It's not going to stop those people from making videos. And not bullied in the sense it came to you, but bullied in the sense that it's messing with your mind.
I think you're wrong, son. I think the number one rule that you should have learned by now is to starve a troll. That is all she's saying. And that's been proven. Everybody will tell you, fucking Google that shit. They will tell you starve a troll.
This troll was hungry. This is going on for a year straight. A weekly show.
Yeah, no. Ain't nobody starving. Who's starving who? Are we talking about this right here? Because no one was starving anyone. They're feeding each other. They weren't starving. Someone has to starve the other guy. You block him, keep it moving. and then they got to get that rush somewhere else.
Sometimes, even though what you say will be misinterpreted, and the narcissist system will make it about them.
That'll
And
happen, but
that can keep it up
no,
for.
they can't. They can't. That's
You don't think so?
short-lived. You ignore the fuck out of those, especially when you know it's a
Oh,
narcissist and that type of. You ignore the fuck because
look,
someone
even
else is gonna
Lauren
make a
said.
misstep.
Look,
You
Lauren said that's not always true, Joe. It didn't work for her. See,
didn't work for her. For who?
does that come into play?
Lauren.
Fame
I,
actually, that's what Lauren said.
Lauren, I would guarantee you, and if we look back, you would not have had clean hands. You would not have. It'd have been it ain't your fault, but there would have ways that you could avoid it. Whoever talking about you, you know how the first thing you did, you'd ignore them, and when your friends say that you see what so and so said, no, I don't even pay no attention. You kept it moving, and he wouldn't have struck. You wouldn't have responded, and I would never. You wouldn't have responded and said, "Why you say that about me?" I'm just all I was saying was all these are missteps. You feeding a troll. You don't even know what it looks like. That'd be my guess.
Wow, that's a guess, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I've been here a billion times.
Well, that's why I pointed out the ad hominem character attacks and the strawmans. And here's why I add on the thing where I've expressed that when I was at the beginning of these panels and I was new to, though I'd been doing videos for a long time,
Right.
being part of the panels and the channels, that bullying thing, I saw it as a hazing. But
Yes, me too.
rather than hazing being a one-time event, it's a continuous hazing, and it's done by several people on several panels and channels all throughout the internet. It's a behavior that because it's the internet, they get away with. There's no real consequences.
Well, do you think this case might change that somewhat to some degree?
Well, again, they can try, but again, the law is that of intent. So in this case, we had a physical action that proved a cause for sure of harm and damage. On the internet, that's kind of hard to prove as an initial step, as a cause and harm is somebody else's statement.
Gotcha.
Like for instance, I call your name. Is that against the law? Yes, he called me a name. He's harming me. I'm an internet superstar. Now suddenly it gets really murky fast.
And I also think that needs to come into factor is how often, how long,
Right.
that needs to come in.
Right. That'd be harassment. It must be a repeated behavior to be harassment.
Pattern of practice, or what even on the other end of the scale, what the state calls minimum state contacts. So the minimum physical contacts, and of course the minimum internet contacts.
Yeah.
But then you expand upon those and find a better reality.
It's so hard to put this shit in the law. It would be. You can look at it and see. Judge Judy used to do it. That's where I got that clean hands. She's the first person who I heard use it. And and every time a person would plead their side, if they got too, self-righteous, she would tell them, "Listen, young lady, you didn't come in here with clean hands." And she lists every mistake that they made.
Texas Blue says, "What's up, Cynthia? Can you ask Joe if I had any problems with the troll? It only happened."
She is extremely good. In fact, she's big in the community that I do the cop watch shit, and she is extremely good. I tell motherfuckers about the way she move around, and everybody, and we fuck with some villains. Everybody takes their shots, and she'll crack a joke and charm them. That shit, she'll slide it off so fucking well. In fact, she was here before me. I'm sure she taught me a lot of those moves. Yeah, she's really good at that. I take her advice.
Okay. Well, drop your advice, Texas Blue.
I talk to her every night. She'll be dropping it after I get off the panel.
Nice.
Them, no, nobody they don't send those type of videos over to me. No.
Search it. It's out there. I can find it's out there. They actually were cool with each other. But obviously Finney started to dislike Manny. And Finney, I'm sorry, he took it too far. I never liked that whole situation. I never went to that website. when I did go there, I was like, why are you doing this, dude? Okay, you did it once, you did it a 5, 3, 4. You did it too long. You pushed this dude too far. You pushed him too far.
So you feel like Finney took it way too far.
Finney took it way too far.
See?
Yeah, he's agreeing with you.
Yeah.
He's agreeing with you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Manny is a monster demon. I don't care how far he took it. Manny's 41 years old. We've all been bullied. If it was so,
I said that too.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what really happened. Once Manny's money, once those super chats, big time super chatters left him. Once I left him, he got other people who started to finance his stuff. I'm not gonna name names. You all know who they are. When they left him, the money started to dry up. Finney was taking all of that because those people went over to Finney and started giving him super chats. And that is an issue because clearly you don't, here's the, I'm about to blow your mind. When I was giving him all those super chats, right? He quit his helicopter job.
So you the person that got him. Okay, I've heard the story of him quitting his helicopter job because he was making so much money. So okay, let's go.
I feel
here we go. This is the beginning of Manny.
Guilty about that because they emailed me and said, thank you for I'm quitting. Thank you for allowing me to be able to do what I want to do. I don't have to work anymore. I'm going to do this full time.
No pressure.
What in the world? You have the email still?
Dude, like, can you show me
archive or anything?
But what I can tell you is that once he sent that email and he stopped working, he became a full-time YouTuber, streamer. I don't know how much you guys make on YouTube, but I'm telling you, without those super chats, it can't possibly be enough. It just can't possibly be enough. And here's the other thing, Finney, I'm so sorry. When I look at that video and I see that this demon, okay, it's one thing you have to be, okay, you know what it really was? I really believe it was Bubbly. I do. I saw when Bubbly came up in his face on that Halloween night. I was so upset with her. I'm like, what are you doing getting in his face?
That fight happened on Halloween night. We're going to review it here in a minute, but he's talking about the fight that happened on Halloween night with the mace.
Okay.
Okay, that's the night he's talking about.
I didn't think she was right to do that. At that point, I was on Manny's side. But then as it went further, it just became like, oh my God, they both doing the same thing. They're both doxing each other. They're both putting strikes on each other.
Now it sounds like
calling
me.
each other gay. They're calling each other bisexual.
No clean
They're
hands.
calling each other predators. It's just when you take it to
it sounds like everything.
Now, I didn't even know that, but I knew that. That's
Yeah.
what I said I thought they were doing. I didn't even know that, but I knew that.
That's where you got to think about the concept that they're both playing the game. They both deserve get what they get according to the law.
That's why I don't do the choose sides shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then people get mad when, how come you didn't say something for me? How come you didn't say nothing? How come you let them come on the channel and say that? Like there's no winning anywhere. Like there's always somebody somehow.
I get that a lot. That's my number one complaint with me on the internet. In fact, they used to call me the fence radical. I wouldn't join sides and shit. I mean, I got in a good way. I got memes made about me sitting on the fence in pink flip flops and bunny ears and shit. Oh shit! I done lost my shit thinking about the good old days. I done lost my fucking train of thought.
I know you did. We're gonna keep on keeping on.
All right, it'll come back.
Being Snap's number one girl, this investigative journalism's at its
to the extreme. And here's the other thing that's scary. You got a lot of Sin City family people, and you got a lot of Finney people, and they're still beefing. They're still keeping this bullshit going.
Man, you hear that?
Yes,
both groups are still beefing.
Isn't that interesting, man?
Well, we're gonna hear tonight somebody says I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Wild, right?
Wait. Well, I hear that and it sounds cool. But again,
that's what he says. That's
again,
what he says.
both of these cats are just as guilty. Whoever I think he just said that. Yeah, you're just as guilty. No, I don't want to hear that shit. Man, Joe nigga pushed me. Man, you talk to the wrong cat. Go find sympathy somewhere fucking else.
I'm telling you, apparently Manny has a huge following that is still ready. They're still ready. And they say that Manny can still one's gonna come up and she talks about it. We're gonna see that.
Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy.
That's right. Citizen journalism, Cynthia. Good optics, friend. Thank you.
Tupac. That was Tupac.
Keeping this stuff going. His cousin was going off like he was on.
Oh, that's my live in the morning, bro.
Is that us? Are you okay, Joe? Go, Joe, go.
My bad. I thought I had it.
Oh, you're good? Okay. Because you know what, Joe? If you got to run, go.
I've been one. That's like the sixth one since I've been on this fucking panel.
I know. You in a hot zone tonight.
Brother, him and his cousin. That's the live I got set for tomorrow morning. Yes, sir. They were both going off. Go ahead.
They were. And I'm telling you, it's going to be some more bloodshed. I just hate to say it because it has not been resolved. And if Manny is allowed to live, the cult of Manny will continue. You heard that Kirsten lady. She's going to put $1,000.
Holy fuck.
Who does that? Who puts $1,000 on a man's book that you don't even know?
See? I'm over here. See, he said in the court case yesterday, he hasn't had enough time to talk to his family about getting a private attorney. But now they're over here saying, but people are putting money on his books, his supporters.
That's a little different, though. That's money that you get to spend in the joint. And when you start talking about paying for attorneys and shit, that's big money. Books, your maximum will be short. I know in our county jails, there's less than $100 is the maximum you can put on there. So that little money go a long way. Towards a lawyer, no. And in a case like this, no. You're gonna have to start off with 10 grand. You're talking about 50, 60, 70, 80 before it's over.
Yeah.
It's gonna get expensive.
I did the calculations. If his 14 subscribers just send in $5, that's going to give him 70 to put towards his defense, which I think is a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of people try that and they be like, if all my subs and they'll put up a little message, will send me $1. Nigga got 100,000 subs. They've never seen it work or come close.
I've never seen it work either.
Unless he's your family, see that's gonna be a problem because they're gonna. And now all these other streamers, they're scared, and because there are other people out there who are so on Manny's side, they can do anything to them. And I'll leave it at that.
Damn, dude!
I heard the other me say today that he normally goes out and streams on Fremont, and he still isn't comfortable going out to
No
stream.
one is exactly. I watched Mark as well, and he said, "No, I'm not going out there right now because Mark had an issue." Now Mark didn't have issue with him. Manny had issue with Mark. Manny had issue with a lot of them. Manny had issues with Papi Chulo. Manny had issues with what's that other guy? Jojo the Squirrel. He punched him. He has a case on him.
So will this spill into those other groups?
He has a case with Finney. Finney was in Vegas about 3 months ago.
And wait a minute. What is
spilling?
So with those other groups, it's just like various different gangs coming together over a simple principle or purpose, turf wars and stuff. Is it going to turn the same way? Are other groups going to be affected by this one event and have their own little skirmishes?
Let me think. If it is at all possible, it will happen, right? Just because emotions are so high. As far as I was picturing singular people without groups, even they are afraid to walk those fucking streets. I was wondering, what would put the fear into them. If there's a group, they'll be attacked. And I guess in order to be famous, there's probably a group.
So emotions are high right now, right? And I can see if this is like, let's say this is street gang activity and one of my partners is gone and now one of your partners has got to go. I understand that mentality. How if it's YouTube, do these YouTube, do we have that same mentality?
No, you're learning it right now, though. It's just the gang shit here, right? On a miniature scale. You
Right,
know,
but
here the police got to stand up outside so they don't shoot up the funeral home. That's cause, you know, yes, it don't stop. We go kill
or
yours and you go kill
oh,
ours. This is the same mentality, though. It's just younger level.
curious though. I'm curious. Is this gonna does this have the power to spark the emotion that somebody else would retaliate? I hope
On
not.
who? Everybody's gone. Who could be
No,
retaliated on?
anybody that's affiliated with the Sin City community, and oh, I'm out here on the streets because apparently the Sin City community was known for going out in the
Oh,
street.
right, right. And you say it's a
So
community. There are other people,
now they're
right?
saying that they don't even want to go out right now.
I hear you.
Do they have a valid concern? And I'm questioning, like, does the YouTube streets, do they hold that same fire? I hope not. I can't imagine it, but you don't know, right?
Blue again in the chat. I'm sorry. I can't read and hear at the same time. I was reading.
Which
She
one?
said,
Okay, she said. Well, there's
as,
one where she said, "Joe Cool, ask Ace and Fulio."
yeah, Folio, remember he got killed recently, and that was the same thing. They were both had their little social media presence. I know
Oh,
Folio, yeah, and they had their following, and I'm surprised that you ain't seen this because this type of shit you would be following. And yeah, all of that social internet shit went back and forth until I don't know if one or both of them got blasted. I'd have to fucking check
oh,
that
I'll have
shit
to
out.
check into that. Namaste the fuck way says many other streamers describe ducking and dodging Manny on Fremont because they knew he would make it a problem.
Wow, that nigga. Wow.
Okay, they said I have been moving. The thing is good.
Damn.
Someone said to go back and look at it.
Manny was a little terror.
Right. Oh my gosh, I think I missed a question for you, Joe. Fulio died. Hang on. Texas Blue says Fulio died and Ace got hit, but he survived.
So that would be Fulio's army going after Ace because he was still alive. And it was really disgusting between those two. It was like on the top 10 worst disgusting fucks.
Really?
Yeah. They was really going back and had pissing on each other's dead homies' graves and you know, stupid shit. Yeah. I got friends who do that too, man. Like, geez, you niggas, yeah.
Okay.
I will call one of my buddies. I wake up, there's a video on the internet.
I'm gonna look it up.
This dude pissing on his grandmama's grave. I call him
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah.
Okay, so listen. So then I didn't want to go into this too much, but I'm gonna touch on it because Namaste, the F away, says, but if you see the YouTube chatters, others satanic worshiping some more, it's not just a YouTube thing. Yeah, so there was a gentleman that came on and was saying, hey, this is more, it's more than what y'all think it is. This is how come he's starting to have this type of behavior. You just saw where people had said he was starting to catch problems. Like people were starting to notice this change in him. This guy talks about it also, the other people that
you're talking about a demon, ain't you, man?
Listen, sometimes people look at life through spiritual eyes. What I have come to learn on YouTube is there's people that are logical, people that are just process everything differently.
What about Namaste? Was he talking about demons? I didn't see the comment.
Yes.
He took it away.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's saying how the other chatters, the panel I was on, they had started talking about that. And how actually putting that clown makeup on is what took it there and stuff. So, you know,
I don't know if you know Joey, that's his real name, Vegas Valley. He is the absolute worst on YouTube at this shit when it comes to it. If you say something that you don't like, as you're on the panel with him, he's gonna tell his people to find your information and dox you and put your record. He's gonna do it at that moment. He'll tell you.
Holy what?
Yeah, he is the absolute worst at that because he's sensitive, right? And he thinks he's embattled all the time, and all those missteps are make people attack him endlessly. He's been endlessly attacked, and he thinks I am fighting back. And this is how you do it. So I go to 0 to 100 immediately while you're on the stream. I've hopped off of panels with him. Because I'd be like, dude, I don't endorse that shit. Fuck that, Joe. That nigga shouldn't have said that shit. All right. And sure enough, hey, y'all get that nigga info. And it's on, and this shit lasts forever, and it gets weird, and it's horrible.
Is
and
he paranoid? Would you consider that?
Would I consider him paranoid?
Yes. That's what Lauren's asking.
I guess everybody is paranoid. I consider you paranoid in the beef that you do. So in that sense, yeah, it's paranoia.
I'm suspicious.
Well,
definitely sounds like Illuminati. No, for real. No.
Go on Fremont. Manny came up and pitched his butt. Did y'all see that one?
Yeah, Uncle Cliff came up and told me about that situation.
So and Finney pressed charges. So,
Uncle Cliff said he felt like Manny had a gun on him that night.
He probably did. Manny he has a gun license. How I don't, maybe he don't have a license, but I know he has a lot of guns. They talked about how he goes to the gun range. The people who know him say that he has a lot of arsenal in his house. Okay.
Hey, what I can tell you is they talked about that from the DA today.
Who else has access to a lot of arsenal here on this app? Tommy. Sounds like Illuminati. No, but I say that to say it's so common, and we're like, pay attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody, did you see what Tommy did? Ooh. You know what I mean? But pay attention. Like,
he might feel like he ain't got shit to lose right about now.
Right.
And he thinks, and you can tell by just when he hops in the chat, he thinks this is celebrity. He has bought it hook, line, and sinker. Not only that, he's a narcissist, so he thinks he's owed celebrity, and anyone who doesn't give it to him is deserving of an attack.
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah.
Bingo, that popularity contest.
Yeah.
It's a contest.
This is how come I wanted to like this is real time, but this is so weak. If we really think about it, we can all relate to this. And how would this feel if this was, anybody and anybody? I'm not.
Don't even say their names. But yes, it'd be a chunk out of my heart, man.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that, but for everybody, it would be different. So pay attention, and that's why I'm like, pay attention to gassing people up too. Like, just it's not even worth it.
Good girl.
Talked about that CCW. Did he have a concealed carry permit? But did he have a criminal history? And how did he obtain that? They said they're going to look into all of that. So that came up today out of the DA.
Because he definitely has a criminal back history. And for him to have a criminal history and be able to have this many guns, America, we fucked. Okay, because this person is walking around a loaded gun.
And it ain't no good if it ain't loaded.
You could have killed on that strip.
Right.
Yeah.
And have we talked about the other two people that were injured? He shot. Yeah, there were other two people that were injured.
There were two people.
They're saying that there was two other people hit as
I
well.
thought I saw other people laying on the ground behind that.
Yeah.
To the left.
So, I've not heard that from the a news article or anything. I am looking into stuff, but so yeah.
People that were injured, correct. They didn't have extensive injuries where they made it a big deal, but they did, correct.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
And I don't bring race into this. I really don't. Because everybody says that Manny was not racist. Because Manny was
he's right though. It could have been worse, right? When you really think about it, if he went all the way, like I'm YouTube famous now, it could have been worse if we really think about it.
If who would have went, because Manny already was there apparently. He thought he was YouTube famous.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what if he just was like, I'm as many as I can get tonight? You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
So much worse.
Already kicked it off. Yeah, could have been worse. Yeah. I mean, what you got to lose at this point?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't worry about it. I don't know, but I'm not in that community and shit. It seems to me like the other people should, feel okay to walk down the street, unless, like you brought up, unless you were in that family and you was running your mouth too, and you're the next best target. But other streamers who weren't involved in that beef, man, go out and live your life.
Yeah, I can't imagine it. It's not worth it. It like guys, nothing's worth it. Like if nobody's telling you, it's okay. Like it's gonna be high. Just let it go. Like let it go. Okay, I accidentally moved it. Sorry. So I'm gonna see, but we're about to see some footage of the previous fights.
Further, it just became like, oh my God, they're both doing the same thing. They're both doxing each other. They're both putting strikes on each other. They're calling each other gay. They're calling each other
Oh wait, we've
bisexual.
already
They're
been.
calling each other black people.
All right, let's go. Okay. So we're getting the footage.
At
So
the end of the day, when it go up,
apparently, right? So the wife was with him, and you actually see her in the video, and she just keeps walking. And so now they have footage of a different angle of the same thing. So now we're gonna see that's gonna come into play now, which is
All right, we probably got time to talk, Pero, because you know this is a Slipshod Productions over here. The IT guy got fired. Yeah, yeah. Ain't like over at Flo and Sarah where you spoil, you get sound effects, graphic sound cards and shit. Yeah, we on the low
Come on,
end.
look at it right now.
okay. Hang on. What did you say?
I said we on the low end tonight.
We're the what?
The low end.
Yeah, he's talking about your low end production skills.
Hey, leave me alone. Okay. All right.
Away. Julie was holding the what is that thing y'all hold? You see that
telling the story of this.
They already in there. What they
It
gonna do? They
just-
say fuck that. I'm in here already.
off that, the outnumbering shit don't matter at the end of the day. When it
don't.
go up, it go up. But
They already in there. What
it
they gonna do?
just-
They say fuck that. I'm in here already.
Exactly,
I'll kill that motherfucker.
exactly.
It's sport. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I'm glad you
Hey,
came up here though, Nick.
Hey, Julie is not innocent. You see that video of her walking away. Julie was holding the
Julie is Manny's wife. Okay.
Okay.
What is that thing y'all hold?
Oh, you
She
want to
was
look at
holding-
the gimbal, whatever the case.
You can come off mute. We can look at it right now. Julie at the bottom.
At top is the video.
You can come off mute too, Nick, if you want.
So I guess up top is the video of Manny
That
I
we
mean,
saw.
Manny.
But
Yeah.
who's at the bottom one?
I think the bottom is, I don't know if it's Julie's view, but it's the view of the event at a different angle, and you're gonna see her walking off. Like his wife just keeps walking.
Okay. All right.
Want to talk while you watching?
Wait. See, because I gotta keep going from making sure I'm on screen so you don't make fun of me.
I'm blowed up in the bottom one. Oh, okay.
Okay, look. He's right here. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Manny. That's Manny the first time coming around.
Right.
Okay, this is Finney taking his stuff. See, there he is. Yeah, let me slip again. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna try.
If you want to talk while you
Oh man, hang on.
watch.
Okay, so this lady right here is Manny's wife. This is the one that you're gonna see walking away. Okay, so this is her and this is Manny. Okay.
Julie at the bottom.
So I guess they're saying Julie's at the bottom. Where is she?
This is Julie reaction at the bottom. And this is Julie reaction.
Amigos, balazo.
That's her. Quick.
That's right there.
That's a quick version of what Julie did after we just seen her down at the bottom. This is
Amigos, balazo.
Let's look at these people hiding down here, y'all. Bottom left hand corner. Look at the people hiding. And watch how Julie walks by calmly on her phone.
La gente se quiere cruzar.
I'm not gonna say she takes
Lo mejor que puede pasar es que se cruzan. Pasó muy rápido, Pasó ahí como donde está el troque ese.
Yeah, she's just walking through.
He could have been getting an Uber. He could have been talking to the
saying.
supporter whose house he went to.
I guess this is the longer footage. Hang on.
Relájense, nomás cúbranse. Yo fui ex militar.
If she was in on
Sí, son
this, like how
balazos,
this
pero
shit look,
relájense.
that shit
No pasa nada.
stupid as fuck on her end.
There she is right
Look
there.
who comes walking by, y'all. And she gonna come back again to the right.
Todo lo que pasa muy rápido. Así como pasa, pum, se van, se mueven.
That's crazy,
She
right?
walking past, looking at her phone, like, woohoo, I got nothing to
They
say.
say that she's calling the Uber for him. That's just allegedly.
Yeah.
That's just allegedly because
Yeah, it
she
makes
does,
sense because he ran away, so
right.
she's looking out for her guy.
She approached an officer at the scene and said she thinks her husband just 187 somebody.
Well, that's in her credit, I guess.
And Manny took off and took off his shirt, put the weapon somewhere, and jumped into an Uber and went to not sure where. So
It looks like someone said a supporter's house. I thought I heard somebody.
Supporter's house?
Yeah, I thought I heard someone in the background
really?
as the video was playing say a supporter's house.
All right, so now I don't even like watching that. That is such a horrible.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, it happened so fast, bro. He didn't throw punches apparently. I mean, he just like, wow.
Right?
He had talked himself up to where that moment he had caged himself. He had no other options.
All right, so now I want to take us back to the event that started this. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go here, but because we are the bad production, I might have to rewind it a little bit in the thing because they kind of all just blended in. But this is the fight that Wizard is talking about, the original fight. They're going to do an excellent job of breaking it down,
Okay,
of raising the frame and everything. So I want to make sure we get to the very beginning of it. Apparently, this was on a Halloween night. What night is that? You know, through my spiritual eyes, I'm thinking about that again. You know, this is Halloween night.
Incident right here.
This is it.
This is the incident that they say started it all.
So
this
this
Bubbly
is
right there.
Bubbly.
This is Manny in that.
So Bubbly, it would be right here is the wife, the lady who passed, and right here in this costume right here, the El Mariachi, who's I guess deceased, is Manny.
Also, the girl to the left of her, the little short girl, they're about to bump each other and pass some words.
Right. And I didn't realize that Manny is 5'2", and she's 6'2", and her husband is 6'4". So they were some pretty.
Even the wife was towering over him.
Yes.
Yeah.
The costume.
Yeah. Little man syndrome.
He must have said something. She immediately spoke.
No, it's gonna get bad. Look, she's gonna really bump. She's gonna strike him with the phone. She's gonna bump. Then she's gonna actually swing the phone, gimbal, and hit him with it.
Oh. Yeah. He should have made that.
And there go Finney. Finney approaches right now. That's her husband
right
coming
there's
in.
in the white. Finney's in the white right there.
Yeah. He's tall too.
The white shirt.
Yeah, this is Finney coming in.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than Manny.
Oh yeah, he's 6'4". Manny 5'2", they said.
Wow.
Damn, Finney was 6'4".
Yeah, look at Manny comes lower than his chest area.
Damn.
Okay, so apparently Manny has a bodyguard. And this is the bodyguard right here. His name is Big D, but somewhere along the way, the bodyguard is like, look, you are doing the most. Okay. You doing the most, and you gotta go. I gotta go. Good luck. And so, but at this point, there is the bodyguard.
That's why I think Finney didn't want to put hands on this dude. I really think he didn't.
He didn't. He would have whooped him. You know that.
I mean, we do know it.
See,
He looked at Manny like that nigga
Look at
was
this.
asleep.
This is what.
Let me
This
tell
is
you
where.
something. Bubbly would have whooped him. Bubbly would have whooped him on a one-on-one.
Yeah, look, hold on. Let me go back real quick because Cynthia, you never seen this probably. I want to show you where Julie comes into this.
I know I haven't
Julie
seen it, and I said, "Oh my gosh, if I haven't seen it, I know you guys haven't seen it." So I have to bring it back to you. So should I rewind it again and let us see it again, and then go back? What do you think, Joe?
Actually, probably they probably can see it again better.
Yeah.
And you should also know that on the right hand side is a fight going on between the two wives. One of them is dressed like a witch, so she has a stick or a wand or something, and they're fighting on the right hand side too.
Okay. So we're going back, guys. Appreciate you watching, tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button. All right. Okay.
This is the incident that they say started it all.
Right there.
It's Bubbly right there. And this is Manny in that.
And that little short girl said
costume.
something to her.
Yeah. That was the bump?
Yeah,
No, it's finna get back. Look, she finna really bump. She gonna strike him with the phone. She gonna bump.
Well, it looks
Then
like
she gonna
Manny
actually
reached out
swing
and
the
touched
phone,
her.
gimbal, and hit him with it.
What did you say, Wizard?
I said it looked like Manny reached out and touched her first.
It did?
It did look like when she was talking to that girl at the little short girl, as she turned around, his arm was right there by her arm. Like maybe he did touch her.
Right there. Watch.
Even before, right up.
Yeah, before that.
Okay, we'll start right here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're right here.
The incident that they say started it all. That's
It's
Bubbly
right there. See his
This is
hands
Manny
in front of her?
Oh,
costume.
yeah.
Right
yeah.
there.
Right there. See, he's reaching
Yeah.
out.
That was the bump?
No, it's finna get back. Look, she finna really bump. She gonna strike him with the phone. She gonna bump. Then she gonna actually swing the phone, gimbal, and hit him with it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
And there go Finney. Finney approaches right now. That's her husband coming in.
Oh wow.
With the white shirt.
Yeah, that's his Finney coming in.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than Manny.
Oh yeah, he's 6'4". Manny 5'2", they said.
Wow.
Damn, Finney was 6'4"?
Yeah, look at Manny comes lower than his chest area.
Damn.
That's the bodyguard.
That's why I think Finney didn't want to put hands on this dude. I really think he didn't.
He didn't.
So okay.
He would have whooped him. You know that.
Okay, so y'all see the witch? So right here, this is like the arm of the witch that's coming up.
That's why I think Finney didn't want to put hands on this dude. I really think he didn't.
He didn't. He would have whooped
Here,
him.
right
You know
there,
that.
right there.
I mean, we do know it.
Yeah, you
He
can see
looked at
both
Manny
of
like
them.
that nigga
Look at
was
this.
asleep.
This is what.
Let me
This
tell
is
you
where.
something. Bubbly
She
would have
threw
whooped
water
him.
on the whole
Bubbly would have
crowd.
whooped him on a one-on-one.
Yeah, look, hold on. Let me go back real quick because Cynthia, you never seen this probably. I want to show you where Julie comes into this. Julie sneaks into this situation. This is why I like to shine. Here she comes in right now. The bodyguard comes up. Look at this person coming right here. This is Julie coming in to push Bubbly.
Yeah.
And Bubbly goes ham. This is Bubbly. She strikes her with a stick. Bubbly throws drinks. She's still striking her with a stick. Hand on throat. Julie striking with a stick again.
That's crazy how they find this.
So this
footage.
show you that Julie just not no mild, timid person. Oh, I don't get aggressive, or I'm not.
Yeah.
This is show right here. She can definitely get her hands dirty.
That's a long stick too.
And the narrative was she always stopped the
This is where he
bullshit
pepper
when
sprayed.
Manny into it. You feel me?
Do y'all realize that did Julie had an incident with another YouTuber about a year before that?
No.
Where Julie struck that or pepper sprayed that lady?
No, I did not. But what I do know is in this video right here. Go ahead.
Dan and Yoli were the original ones that they had issues with when they were on Fremont.
Right?
Julie sprayed.
Were they a black
pepper
couple?
sprayed them.
They were
That's a wild, right? That's wild.
Damn. So Julie, the witch, the wife of the guy who's still alive, she
Mm-hmm.
sprayed the other wife before.
No, I think man. Oh, I think she sprayed somebody else. He's about to tell the story of another content creator she's had issues with.
Okay.
No,
black
they were
couple?
Hispanic. They were a
Oh.
Hispanic couple. Now, here's the other thing. Urban AZ, which is D Wares, used to be D Wares, is owned by Sarah now. She's Urban Vegas now, or Nevada.
I have no clue who any of these people are.
Right.
Do you, Joe?
No. But I can put it together.
Okay.
He was
Not a
originally on Fremont doing the same thing that Manny and those guys are doing. Manny did not want anyone else to be doing that streaming except him. He was harassing her. He had his people harassing her. And this is why Bubbly said, "Oh no, you're not going to do that to my people." So she was going after him.
Interesting. I'm so glad he hopped up there.
That's why she got in his face. But she got in his face while she was.
Mm-hmm.
She got in his face while she was drunk and belligerent. Had she done it in a different way, maybe it would have changed.
But she apologized for it. She definitely
did,
was woman
and-
enough to come out and apologize publicly.
And that's what kills me. She apologized and he apologized.
Mm-hmm.
But Manny never.
And that's the apology. Well, that's not the apology, but that's the one they were talking about earlier when we saw Finney's video.
Right.
Apologized. They never did. They never did.
Now in this video, I want y'all real quick just to hear what Manny says about Julie.
He's on his side still. When you title, he made sure that everybody knew. You know?
Let me get to the
So
part.
on other people,
Oh,
and
this is shit
especially
we
about
heard.
me and my wife.
It was politicking
it's
on.
Here we go, right here.
hate. And okay, you probably don't know of his lies still. When you as a businessman, even if you're just worried about the money, should be concerned about your image. How are you going to associate yourself with somebody so they're spreading lies and hate? Okay, you probably don't know of his lies, but it's hate. You're spraying hate, you're spraying fucking violence upon other people, and especially about me and my wife. It's always just me and my wife. Honestly, like, sometimes I think about one day, it's just me and my wife, 6 motherfuckers approaches, beat the shit out of me. My wife's diehard fucking down, bitch. She'll jump in. And guess what happens? If she jumps in, I'm already knocked out. And there's 6 guys with hate that somebody has put upon them. They're going to hit her too. And I sometimes think about that. And
He just basically said his wife getting down and dirty. If it's going down,
You hear him?
Yeah, I heard more or something different. I heard him saying stuff about he's how fearful he is. That's all I'm hearing. He is overreacting. He is already scared to death. He's in a corner. It might be worse than I thought. By the way, he thinks he's all in. That's what I'm hearing. He's like, man, someone could die. What about the kids? He's like that.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah, that 4 years, Joe, and 1 month and a couple of days, he would have been streaming 4 years straight every day.
I had people who've been attacked that long, and they're usually just totally broken. And the fact that you said 4 years, it makes me think. I had friends that have stated that exact same number, and I try to talk them out of misbehaving, and it seems an impossible task. They're really far invested, like Manny was, and they're crazy. But over a length of time, maybe that's the ramifications.
He's getting in there. He says this.
Yep.
Out his own mouth.
Do y'all see how he hyped up his people? Oh, if 6 people talking about black people, if 6 black men come and mess with her and do this,
Now that he don't say black.
So fucking racist. Stop it.
He's skipping through the video, and this is kind of where they talk about the race.
Salute to MC Live, High Life, $10 super chat.
You think that nigga was racist?
Yes, we just showed it.
I just showed the video of him saying nigga. Somebody in the comments definitely said it was to a rap song.
I didn't even recognize he said that.
Oh, hold on. Let me get back. Y'all say y'all have your facts so screwed up. we were hanging with Manny.
This is why you keep receipts. This is why you keep receipts. This is because you know if you are a content creator, you know that there could be a story one day.
And Julie, before the D-Ware and Yoli issues, we were there for Halloween. Please get your facts straight.
You know, that's another one of his cult people.
So this lady right here, this MC High Life, she came into the chat and she was like, saying, hey, you guys don't have your facts straight. And she was actually somebody who went out to Vegas, moved to Vegas, and started hanging and kicking it with them a couple of times. She comes up and she gives her insight. But this is the beginning of her being like, come get your facts straight.
She ain't add nothing to the conversation. All I hear is a Paul, Incel Paul, one of his people who call him daddy, saying like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Paul's great. Get your facts straight.
No, boy, no.
That's all I hear, man.
Well, you heard
I
wrong.
read between the lines. I'm reading her shit. I'm reading her comment right here.
Yeah, but she comes up. But then, woo, you got you another one comes up right behind it. Just calm down now, Joe. Watch the show, okay? Calm down.
I was there before she was there, okay? I remember this woman, and for her to sit there and say, oh, she was there before D-Ware and Yoli, blah, 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 so was I. And it don't matter. The point is
for the
that
super chat, MC Highlight.
You could take her money, but she's crazy for saying something.
But what
like
is she
that.
saying that for though? Like, what is her reference?
Because they're cults. They will never say that Manny is wrong for what he did.
Oh,
they don't believe he did anything wrong.
You remember that? You remember that?
I would have assumed that.
Yeah, they're a cult, and they will never remember these words that he says.
Oh, which scary.
I don't understand what she's trying to get at by saying that. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
MC High Life, I don't know if you can hit the link. You can, but she just saying we were hanging with Manny and Julie before the D-Ware and Yoli issue. So she's saying, I guess he must have spoke on somebody. This person is speaking, and they speaking and saying that somebody's wrong about talking about them.
Because you don't understand it either, huh? Like, who is this person?
She said before that, Manny was not dressing up in clown makeup. I told you guys.
She's talking directly to Nick.
Okay, so let me go find where she comes up. I mean, and I'm talking the second she comes up. Yeah, here she is. She got a troll in the chat. It'd be like how they find it's so weird, but then she's like, who is this person? I'm like, at first I thought the lady was trolling me because she kept calling her a fat Mexican. I was like, damn.
Hey, why you being so personal?
Who is this?
I know you.
But I'm like, oh my god, you're like, I low-key wanted to be like, sister, it's okay.
Is this Tarek with a voice changer? What the fuck?
Yeah. So, all right, hey, God.
Because that's what we do in the Mo 3 sector.
Okay.
We like.
All right. So basically, this is this lady, Melanated Queen. This is I want y'all to bring this because she brings up a good thing. She pops up. We're still reviewing the
Vegas.
The Vegas stuff, and now we've gone on to the DA, but they're starting to take shots. They're starting, well, Finney deserved it. Finney did this and Finney did that, right? And so one of the mods comes up and she got to put everybody in check. And I want y'all to hear what she has to say.
Getting high, they getting high. It's all good.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Let me do a mic check real quick. Melanated MC Highlight.
I'm just up here for 2 minutes. Big respect, OIB. I like what you're doing. Keep doing you. This is cool. And respect to everybody from the Vegas sector. Thank you guys for coming. This conversation is engaging. It's informational, and it should be leading to some solutions.
Resolution.
Or some, type of help. Because the situation has happened. We can't change it. We can't find out why they did it because they're not here to tell us why. But my only thing is, you get to the point where you're disrespecting the deceased, then we right back where we started.
Yeah.
So I'm in the chat, and I'm not mad. People go back and forth because that's what we do in the Mo3 sector. We
right.
like to go back and forth. We engage.
Hey, pause.
You can drag the mess out of.
Yes.
Remember, I said sensitive cult member. Where who's disrespecting the deceased? What statement is she talking about?
The gentlemen's. I think they were in the chat, and I think there were even. So I think that guy Nick was kind of going into that. That's kind of why I skipped over it, man, because it hurts my soul.
I didn't hear no disrespect. I'm just saying. I think she still thinks she's a cult, because all I heard was motherfuckers saying, he was doing bad shit too, and that ain't disrespectful. They just
right.
Yeah.
But I think they were just getting disrespectful in their comments and in their opinions of it, and she just kind of came up there to stop it. And I'm saying I skipped over it because it hurts my soul to even play that video of them. Like, that hurts my soul. Like, I don't even want to bring any more light to this disrespect or hurting his name.
I don't know if I told you my belief. Every time you say that, I tell you, I don't believe. For all I see right now is I don't see no disrespect. I see a bunch of sensitive motherfuckers, really just one hopping up and saying y'all disrespectful. So I hear what you're saying. I can't agree with it yet because I still hold my opinion that she is just on some sensitive shit until I see otherwise.
Okay. But I'm saying I skipped over it though. But I'm saying
I heard you say it, but it didn't change my belief. I still believe.
All right.
It.
Well, I'm just explaining to you why she's saying that. I'm just saying she is not pulling that up from thin air.
In your opinion.
Okay, in my opinion, not in yours.
All right. Yeah, that's why I'm single.
Yeah.
Are you playing a vid or something?
Nick also starts arguing with the chat. You know how they be down here, like, what you say? Oh, hell no. See, y'all ain't got it wrong. You got it wrong. He started doing all of that. And so I think she kind of came up to get, but you need someone like her to come through and keep everything on check. I'm not mad
So
at
no
her.
disrespect. So is that what you're saying? No disrespect.
Yeah.
She's wrong.
No, she's not wrong, but she's
What was
right.
the disrespect she's talking about? Did you say it?
We're not dealing with it right now. We still going forward, Joe. Just calm down.
All right.
Holy. Oh,
I think dude was right. I think she's a cult member. I
We
think
got to
dude's
talk
right.
about the next way to handle this type of behavior.
Snaps is the worst.
Look what you made me do, Joe.
That nigga that reported more people than everybody in your chat combined.
Joe. I moved the thing. Okay, golly.
That's what she said.
Shut up.
Get it back where it was.
Man. You ruined it. You ruined it.
Yeah, that's right. Just like
ruined the moment.
Just like a woman to blame somebody else.
You ruined the moment. I bet you she says that too.
Yeah,
That's horrible, bro.
I've said
oh man. Okay, we're back here again. Ought to make us listen to it. Ali. We are. Okay, we don't say nothing, Joe. Oh shit.
That's out of us. The kids, deceased family members. Come on.
Yeah.
You taking us 10 steps back in the chat. The conversation was taking us forward. I thought we was really getting somewhere. We was breaking color barriers and everything in the chat. On the panel, we was really going somewhere. Then all of a sudden they start disrespecting Bubbly, disrespecting Finny, saying stuff that they can't confirm. They're not here. Everything is speculation and allegation.
Cult.
Hey, and peace to everyone. Have a great night.
She didn't say shit. She didn't say anything what a person said. She didn't say. She just like, just don't say nothing bad about them because yes, she sides with them. That's all I saw.
Okay, thanks.
They must be popping off in the chat.
They was
MC
talking
highlights,
shit in
right?
the
Hold on.
He liked this drama.
So basically, right? She's coming along, right? And she's giving this speech, and this is Joe.
Were you just Oh my God.
Basically.
I'm jaded. I've heard too many niggas hop up and make their little 2 seconds. I'm only gonna be up here for 2 minutes. I just wanted to say I've heard it too many times.
Okay, calm down. The MC High Life is here now.
Hold on.
Okay?
Yeah, they must be going at it in the chat. MC High Life, you up here?
I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, I thought you. I took the picture and automatically assumed you were gonna be a man. How you doing? Yeah, I hear you.
I'm good. Sorry, it took me a hot minute to download StreamYard and connect.
No, you good. You good. What, you wanted to get your piece off because you sent the super chat and we were kind of confused if you were directing that directly to Nick or just to everybody on the panel because I didn't know exactly where it was directed to either. Like you were speaking in something in reference to what had been said up here.
So a couple of things. I just want to say that we have spent time with Julie and Manny a few years ago. It's been 2-3 years, and I am not a fan of Manny. I have my own issues with him, and those surfaced way before anything Derek and Yoli had to do with it. So when you're saying that it started with them, those facts are not
I see her point.
Manny was absolutely responsible for his own downfall and how he treated subscribers. I was never a mod, never got my wrench taken away. I gave super chats when we moved to Vegas. Those were the first YouTubers we saw out and hung out with. I played slots with Julie. My husband did a taco challenge with Manny. We had ties to them. But because Manny got territorial in a ghetto, we cut ties.
Wow. So she's saying I saw it early on.
Yeah, because of the ghetto, got territorial over the subscribers. What if you're gonna come over here, you can't come over there. That type of.
We hear a lot of that bullshit. Right?
Yeah, we hear that a lot, don't we?
All the time.
Oh, that was the fence rider shit. Joe, you're supposed to side with us. Yeah, that's the shit I was talking about.
Exactly. That's that popularity contest I keep reminding everybody about. Everybody expects that you're following somebody. Who do you follow? Who do you follow? I don't follow nobody.
Yeah. I literally don't keep track of your enemies. You're not that fucking important. I'll be getting the text. How can y'all be with that motherfucker click, nigga? I'm blocking your goof ass. Don't be calling me with that bullshit.
Well, luckily I'm hated pretty much everywhere, so so it works out well for me.
Join the way.
Okay, so you're another one of the ex-Sin City family members that say that you feel like he got territorial.
100%. But I want to clarify, it was before Derek and Yoli. So when you're putting the blame on them.
I'm not putting the blame on them. No one's putting the blame on them. Please don't say that.
Well, when you say that they stirred the pot, maybe they did or didn't, but they were angry and they have every right to express that anger. I feel like Manny or Finney or anybody else, Yoli, anybody, could have easily just stopped this by putting a cease and desist on everybody.
What?
No, you don't fucking you don't hand your shit over to someone else to handle your business. You know who put a cease and desist on? Your goddamn self. Your man. That's all you can do. You tell him to shut the fuck up and leave that man name out your mouth, nigga. You putting the family at risk, not him. That's what you do.
What? No. Well, that's not what I would do. And I'm not mad at her for saying that.
Wait. She wants them to go to the man and get a piece of paper saying, stop talking bad about me.
Stop saying my name. If you're going to say everything you say about me is a lie, is a slander, is degrading, stop saying my name. It's been a year. You got it off. Stop. Because
okay, I can't agree with that one, right? Any motherfucker that's doing that, if it's been a year, you're just as guilty saying that nigga name, and you look like a fucking nigga running to the cops after it got hot, talking about help me. That's
Yeah,
all I see.
you
Okay,
can't come with clean hands if you've been playing the game.
I agree. But if it's somebody you've ignored for a year
That
and they
never happens. That never happens.
you can't say that, Joe. You do
It
not.
doesn't. You seem
You
to.
can't predict the mind of the unpredictable. You can't do that.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm going by
You are.
patterns, and I've been out here.
You're trying to do that thinking that everybody thinks logically and normally. You don't
No,
know
no,
that.
no. I'm not applying it. Okay, maybe I did say it never happens. I've never seen it happen, and my
Okay.
point was that it almost never happens, and I
All
won't
right.
believe this is the first time. If a motherfucker keeps someone's name out their mouth, and we're assuming they didn't fall for the trap to begin with, give them shit for a year, then shut up and think shit's supposed to die down. If you never started that, no one chases you a year later. It'll be one or two motherfuckers here. You're fine. It's that motherfucker added to it, and now he's gonna run and call the police because shit got hot. I can't fucking endorse that.
What if your mind is unstable? What if you have an unstable mind, whether it be this, whether it be that? It's an unstable mind. Does that change any view of your opinion?
No, because I assume I give everybody that through the gate. A bunch of retarded kids been kicked in the heads by mules. All of us. So everybody has a mental problem as far as I'm concerned.
Okay,
My
okay.
God, there's a lot of police out there. Girl, I said I was staying there tonight. I want to go out there.
Well, then go out. I still got Wizard.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go on the corner and I'll hop back on when I get to the corner.
All right, then.
All right.
Wizard, you okay with that?
Absolutely not.
Right? All right.
Man's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Right, we can't stop Joe. He's got to do it to make our country great again. Let's do it. So we're gonna go through this, and then after this, we got one of those diehard cult members who come up. After that, I'm probably gonna shut her down. I think this has been we've been great, us three together. So I definitely don't want to add to it. But I will also be dropping another link because apparently today on the same channel that I was on last night, one of the family members of Manny have come up. And again, he's the one that has said, hey, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. So this, like everybody's tapped in, like what's going to happen is this going to create a domino effect of violence? I really hope not. I hope this ends here. I hope changes begin here in a positive way. So that's just giving you a heads up for the rest of our show, okay?
Awesome.
All right. So, oh yeah, you get.
And why are they so scared to go through the courts and just do what they need to do? Be adults. It's that simple.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't mean to cut you off. It was brought up in an interview yesterday with D-Ware and Whack 100 that the reason Whack 100 he alleges and assumes the reason they didn't want to go through court because if that was to go through, then they would not be able to legally speak about each other on social media platforms, i.e. YouTube, and that would kill Finney's whole channel that he had going on if he can't speak about Manny.
Exactly.
See, I don't know, man.
See, that's the thing about having that drama stream. You don't have content unless you've got the drama. You got to talk about other people.
Right. But people tap into the drama. People love the drama. The drama sells. People don't want to hear, they love the drama.
Okay.
And plus, it ain't a good look, man, calling the cops on another man. You know what I mean? You lost
I
credibility.
know right there.
Benny wasn't the police like that.
Well, and
Hey,
that's
I'm the
just
same
it.
way.
Like if you have to make a channel
Yeah.
to throw clout on somebody else, that's not cool. And I think we can all agree on that. Like as content creators and somebody who's creative, like myself, I pride myself on being creative in my job and all aspects of life. I don't see that that's an okay avenue. Like Finney should have not have done that. I agree. But did that warrant what happened? Absolutely not. But Manny needed to also rein it in and be like, you know what? Don't talk about me. Don't talk about my wife. If not, I'm taking you to fucking court. Period. Sorry. Guys.
I mean, no, you can get your shit off over here. That's my motto over here. Get your shit off. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but I'm glad you coming up and felt comfortable enough to come up and express yourself. And I like hearing from people that had personal ties and associations. Same with you, Nick, with Manny, and people with Finney as well. But I definitely appreciate you coming up. But yeah, feel comfortable to share whatever you want to share. What do you feel about that?
I'm not mad at him for that. I appreciate that about OYB, because we need these platforms. That's exactly what Yolanda and I are trying to do with Chicas Locas, is creating a platform where you can come up and you can speak about it. So shout out to those content creators trying to keep the conversations going.
That Nick, do you rebuttal? You feel the same?
I agree with her.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, were you talking about Whack 100 from California?
Yeah, Whack 100 did an interview yesterday with D Ware.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I kind of reacted to it yesterday, and it was crazy. They went at it. It got crazy.
All right, hang on. So let's go now, because that's kind of her spill. Well, there is a content creator. Well, there's a chatter down there who is not happy about this. And this would be the cult member. She's come up now to retaliate. Now, here's the situation. She has got really bad audio equipment, like horrible to the bone. Okay, so she got to go. She got to come. She got to go. She got to come. So we kind of got to work through that for a little bit. But she's funny. But you really see how people really get invested in this. They do feel like this is your family. They know you so well. And what do you always say about the 10% of the 10% of the 10%, or the top 1%?
It's 0.1% of reality is what you get through this metaverse. You can't count on it. And so many people try to make so much of it, they find themselves getting into this kind of trouble.
And this is.
I don't know it.
Hey, don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous.
Do you know Gina MC?
I do not. So let's go.
That's my auntie.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm just
thought
playing.
Gina was somebody
I'm just
that you
playing.
had dealings with Sin City family, and she was like, "Oh, okay." I'm thinking that's what's going on here. Nick, do you know Gina?
No, I do not. They are
We
all
gonna
people
find
that
out
came
who
after
Gina
I
is.
left.
That nigga Nick know Gina, man.
Oh shit!
They all left. I left them motherfuckers, so I don't know anything. They're still on here.
Hey,
Let's go. Bring them out.
Here she is. Yeah.
What's up, Gina? Go ahead. Pop your shit, Gina.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
You got probably your
Your
finger
audio.
covering the mic.
Yes, you can.
Okay, we can hear you now. Let's go.
You just can't hear me because of the fact that y'all are being too fucking loud. Maybe you should shut the fuck down.
We on.
See, you hear that?
We ain't hear shit you said.
I ain't trying to fucking like cause drama. I'm just trying to say that this girl, this woman,
That's my auntie you talking about.
Wait a minute. Everybody's your auntie. Who the fuck? I thought I was your auntie.
No, I'm just playing with you.
Okay, just kidding. Okay, so the Mexican woman that comes on here like picture trying to be all fucking badass, all down, bitch. Like I was like an OG, bitch. You were a fucking OG back when they had 4,000 subscribers. Bullshit. And if you fucking were, guess what? They weren't fucking in the same state of mind that all this shit happened because you are dumb. You're seriously dumb. And you're fucking saying shit to get clout. And I hate people like you. I can't stand people that lie. And you're a liar, McFatty.
Girl, I don't want clout. Our channel is discontinued. We haven't posted a video in years. Care. So dumb. What lies?
All of your lies. You were there when Manny and Julie had 4,000 subscribers. Really?
Yes. Yes.
Let me see. Go into your Gmail right now. I could go into my Gmail right now. Show me when you sub to them. Show me. I can look at my shit right now and see that it was in 2024 in June. When did you?
When I subscribed to them was in 2021 during COVID.
Like, people, I want you to really kind of understand how, like, she's really invested in this. Her name is Gina. Like, Gina is so triggered in this moment, and she's probably got a little bit under the spirits, but she's really invested in this. Would
Well,
you
yeah,
agree?
and notice how they're actually both invested, one way or another, and they're both trying to push that cloud off of the other. That I've known them longer. It's part of that popularity contest. It's fucking insidious and very, very contagious.
Right. I agree with you. They kind of go back and forth for a minute.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I was at the same time. You should have known me because I took Manny and Julie to Area 15. Me and Julie hanged out on the strip. Even after that, 2022, I even met like other people. But you didn't know that because you weren't there. You're just
I was there. I have video of when Manny and my husband and I went on a taco challenge with them 3 years ago.
Man, Wizard, this is so what you're talking about, right? No, we've done this. No, we've done that. That's a what?
Yep.
Off of YouTube, off of your phone.
And
Off
when they
of your
talk about
phone.
and see, this is the part when people talk about the NPC. These guys are actually role playing for that popularity con. It's a role playing game in real life.
Huh. It's funny you say that because they reminded me of people from here.
Know your role.
I would be high life in MC High Life because I'm a fat taco eating Mexican. That's what they call
I
me.
also have video when we went and we played slots with Julie. I also have video of other
what the fuck
events that we went with them. So don't girl, you
Get
need
'em.
to take a chill pill. There's no need for your anger. There's no need for your anger.
Yeah, why are you so fucking broke now and trying to fucking get some clout?
Get him.
Girl, I make 6 figures. I don't need clout.
I make close to that.
Oh my god, really? I don't need clout. Okay.
Holler at him and tell him, put him on game. You feel me?
Yeah, and so she goes through that again. She comes back up though. She comes back up, and that's when she kind of she's back there again.
We ain't doxing. My bad if we doxing her, but I was just saying she was saying that she was like a big city. She stuck, the same shit you own and shit, but she was still sticking around, and she was saying that Julie ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't no way that Julie always is the type to tell Manny, nah, that's stupid, don't do it. But as we can see in other videos, Julie was the aggressor sometimes.
And
I mean, not in the beginning,
Julie
but
for the police.
claims with YouTube, it takes them so long to review them. It takes hours.
No.
So that's the part that has me hesitant that they
Yeah.
actually were the ones that deleted
but she didn't have time to delete her
versus-
channel though.
Let's put it this way: when they got the search warrant to search the house,
Oh, they're just okay. So the channel's been removed, like all of Manny's the Sin City, everything's been removed. Okay. So they're going back and forth and saying, hey, did the police take him down? And they're saying no, they think that when Manny was on that run for 12 hours, that he's the one that's actually taken all of his channels down. So this is what that conversation's about.
search warrant system they could submit to Google.
Yes. And I do think it's a possibility, 100%. I do. But I also think it's a possibility that Julie walked away from that crime scene, went and got in her car, and deleted the stream almost immediately, and then hid the channel. I do think that that's also a possibility.
The channel's not hidden because I got a screen recording too about what it said when I clicked on one of the videos. So I got the if you want me, put on the private chat the email and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying for our.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to just randomly throw my email in there and get that clip for us. But then I felt like, no, you're a guest. Don't be trying to steal the host what evidence or something. What do you think about that, Wizard? Should I have put my email back there and asked for the content as well, or
Hell yeah.
or is this where you just step back and understand your place as a guest?
Well, no. If you're doing, if it were you and it was you're doing an investigation and reveal and everything. Hell yeah, I want the link.
Okay, damn it. I should have got it. I failed, guys. I freaking failed. Sorry. Okay, I got more lessons. Okay.
Argument's sake, I just didn't know which way it fell. And I think wholeheartedly it doesn't matter because I think the DA is going to get the footage regardless if they hit it or they deleted it or whatever it may be. And that's what they need because I do think Julie needs to face charges. I don't think she needs to face jail time, but I do think she needs to be held accountable and be like, hey, you know what?
I'm sorry,
You
Gina,
knew this
Gina
was
back.
going to happen and you did nothing.
And MC, you heard Jasmine perspectives. She
So people want Julie to something happened to her too. So that's of course the wife of Manny. So
a big Sid City fan. You heard Jasmine what she was saying about it? Or you know who that is?
Gina back too. Let's make sure you know that. Do you know Jasmine?
You know Jasmine. Her name was Jasmine. I think with an R. Some last name with an R.
Rodriguez. Damn, I hate I'm doxing her. I hope that ain't her
have no
real name.
idea who Jasmine Rodriguez is. I'm
We
sorry.
ain't doxing. My bad if we doxing her, but I was just saying she was saying that she was like a big Sin City. She stuck, you know, the same shit you own and shit, but she was still sticking around, and she was saying that Julie ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't no way that Julie always is the type to tell Manny, nah, that's stupid, don't do it. But as we can see in other videos, Julie was the aggressor sometimes.
And
I mean,
maybe,
not in the
maybe
beginning, but
Julie
she was
did.
just,
And
you know, she
you
fight.
know what? Maybe Julie did, and maybe she's innocent. She's not going to face any charges, and she's not going to face any consequences for this. And you know what? I
But
genuinely
ain't no way
hope
she
for the
innocent
sake.
though. Ain't no way.
Well, I do hope for the sake of her children she is. They do have two young ones in their house that do need their mom and just lost their dad because of this.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell
that's
you
true.
this.
Yeah.
In
That's
the
not a
state of
bad
Nevada,
point.
if you know someone's about to commit a crime,
That's not a bad point. Under God, the kids done lost enough. She ain't the crazy fuck. There is undoubtedly some motherfucker that made a law because their feelings are hurt and they feel a person should be penalized unless they know them, unless they're a friend. But that's not a bad point that, you know, they've been suffered. They've suffered enough.
and you don't, especially a high felony crime, and you don't report it, you get a felony.
See, that's crazy.
if you know about a high felony crime and you don't report it, do you get a felony? Is that true?
I doubt it. I've never heard that. No.
Okay. I think you're.
See, and you can't make me believe she did not know. Gina, you on the
It's not
panel.
no
You still
guilty
type
by
of shit back.
association.
Hold on, y'all.
Here's the thing.
And you can look that up too.
If we have learned anything from all of this bullshit with these big lawsuits like P. Diddy and all of the control that they had, who's to say that Julie was not under the control of Manny and she did what she was told? And if that was the case, the jury and the judge and the authorities will absolutely have some.
They gonna say that you didn't have a gun stuck to your head, so you can't just. That's not going.
You say no later, Chica. Have a good night. Oh,
Yeah.
the freak says yes. It's failure to report.
Right, and particularly if the response is that she went, as we saw, she was walking away and she went and deleted the footage herself. If that comes to foot, hey, yeah, that's definite involvement.
There's a thing called failure to report. I gotta Google that shit when I get back home.
MC High Life is saying that damn it, y'all made me lose my thought. My train
Yeah,
of thought.
blame other motherfuckers every time.
Because then I started thinking, oh, I need to pull that up. Is there such a thing as a failure report? Like I just had a brand new thought. So I guess I'll just look that up now. Failure
Yeah,
You read
for government officials, it's
crime.
18 USC 4, misprision of felony.
Well, that's what government motherfuckers,
Okay.
right?
It
Yeah.
says in most jurisdictions, hang on, I'll show it so y'all don't think I'm making it up.
Oh no, you're making it up.
Okay, no, okay, I'm not going to show it because then I got to take the other shit away. In most jurisdictions, there is generally no legal obligation for citizens to report a crime, but certain professionals are mandated to do so, and failing to report can lead to legal consequences.
Right. So we're good. In fact, I've never seen Jerry Seinfeld except the last episode, and it was someone had made that law where you must report a crime, and they went to jail for it. He mocked it, and they took it off the books. That was the last I heard of it.
Yep. The Good Samaritan law. I believe that's what. Yep.
So you turn in those Jews, turn them in.
This is what
Go
they're
ahead,
gonna
bro.
do. This is exactly what they're gonna do. Let's say hypothetical they go that they're gonna come at her, they're gonna charge her, they're gonna take her in to the detectives, and then they're gonna say the detectives are gonna say this. All right, you testify against your husband, and you say what you knew, and we'll make sure the DA cuts you a deal, and then
Bro, you know what came through my mind? Flo and Katie. Flo and Katie.
They're married, man. You can't
But
testify.
that's why he got her out of here. You know what I mean? Because he knew that was coming into play.
All right. I don't know if I don't know how this works. You can't testify against your husband, but they can get her for her own crimes. But I think once you're married, I don't think you can testify against your spouse unless you want to. It can't compel you.
I'm not sure.
they'll cut her a deal for a gross misdemeanor.
All right.
Yes.
You ain't
And
even
I
got
do
And so you
think
think those videos wouldn't work? Like them freaky videos we seen of her walking? You think that's not gonna have no type of weight?
Oh,
It'll
it
have
will. It
it'll
will.
have
The
weight.
DA, listen to me. My sister is a federal agent.
Oh, this
She
lady.
deals with, and she's like really high up on the chain in a different state. So she shares a lot of details about her cases. And I asked her about this case. And she said the DA is going to come full force and want to like bring all of the charges and use that as negotiating tips.
Did she
And
just
with
name
that,
her
I'm saying
friend
that
and
Y'all
say she
hoping
sells
somebody say
all
y'all
the DA business? Did she just name her friend and say she
just
says
said
all the
my
DA
sister
business?
is a federal something
Oh,
or
my
another.
sister's close enough.
And she's
She's
high enough in there, and she tells me everything.
everything about all their cases. What the fuck? Somebody better self-report her.
I'd be like, holy,
Gee.
this, ma'am.
Yeah, we gotta move you. You need a new job, motherfucker. They be leaving sensitive shit around you, man. It's all on the internet.
Right?
Shit.
y'all hoping and wishing Julie ain't been arrested? She not gonna be. I'm not hoping and wishing she get arrested. I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
The DA is definitely, I shouldn't say definitely. Oh, I think that the DA may bring charges on her as a negotiating tactic to get Manny to agree to higher charges in his plea deal. And
I would.
the DA is all about mind games. Let's not discredit that. The DA will make you agree to things that you don't want to agree to. And that's what this is going to come down to. And I do think that Manny is going to want to keep his kids safe and may agree to. And this is all a juggling game. Like the DA is getting all of this evidence, he's getting all of this video footage. He's going to use it against Manny, he's going to use it against Julie, and he's going to use that as a negotiating tactic, period. That is what the DA is there to do in this instance.
Gina back again on y'all. Gina, you go.
Y'all agree with that?
What she said, I was zoning up.
All
It's mind games with the DA. I agree with all that
Gina, you
shit.
keep going in and out the door. You lucky you don't pay the bill to keep going in and out. Let's go. You want to pop your shit? Gina, keep
Gina
going in and
loves
out.
me. Gina is such a fan of
Y'all had to
Gina
have.
in my life, but it's fine.
But she keep coming in media
on.
playing recently. This is what people not understanding. You not only have the video of Manny riding around saying, "I'm looking for you, hotel to hotel." What people don't understand on the Sin City Family Manny Wise channel, he actually was literally on live going hotel to hotel looking for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's not going to hold well
On
in
his
court.
personal channel, you
No.
saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And the
And a
previous
lot of people
assault
don't know he got a
charges.
personal channel.
Correct.
Well,
A lot of people do know that's all they're advertising is his personal channel. They're not even giving credit to Sin City Family.
I agree with that too. Everybody I see keeps saying he had 14K subs, and then I'm like, oh no, y'all thinking about his personal channel. That's his backup almost.
They
Like,
had like 45,000 subs. Like,
yeah,
what
they
the
had
fuck?
46K. Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So see, that's
Like,
Let's
what
go,
the
Gina.
fuck?
But his personal channel was on some chill shit compared
It
to the
was.
big one.
It was. Pop your
And I
shit,
didn't even
Gina.
know he was looking for the nigga on his personal channel. I didn't even know that.
Salute, not on my wide live OIB. I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing your moderation down there. Keep up the good work. You ain't got to do nothing really if you don't want to, but I appreciate what you're doing.
That's me a worthless.
But that's what it
mod.
is. But yeah, hell yeah, man. This is definitely I could, like I said, this is. I wonder if this is gonna stay like in the national story, like spotlight, or even just. I know it's gonna stay popular in the area in Nevada. People gonna be keeping up with this shit until it ends. But it's just crazy, man. This shit happened in real life on the Las Vegas Strip. To be out here in Vegas at the time this happened, and to be somebody has been a follower of Manny. Like I said, I didn't know Finney or nothing of Finney until this took place. I hate this is how I was introduced to him, but still, man, this is just crazy
So what
that a
is your
YouTube.
opinion? So you're like now you're like a follower of a dead man that you don't even know that was a piece of
Ouch.
shit? Is that what you're
What?
saying?
How you can't just
Damn.
like that? Come on. And I can't say a follower. No, I'm not I haven't even watched the full live of Finney's yet, but I have went back and
Exactly.
watched
So
different
why are
ones.
you making an opinion?
Gina,
Listen,
let's
he
ask.
is
What's
not
your
here
opinion?
anymore, Gina. He's not here.
Gina, what is your
disrespectful for
thoughts
real.
about all of this? What are your thoughts?
I
Tell us.
think that this guy, Finney, the only thing that I saw of him was him making his little smirk face and being like, I deserve to die. Like that kind of a fucking face. You know, that kind of fucking person that you just hate immediately? He had that kind of face. I'm not saying he actually deserved to die. I'm just saying that he like had that kind of face where
The
you
way
just
you
want to fuck
talking
them
about him
up.
like
You
he's
just want
still
to
here.
slap him in the
No,
face.
that is how bad this feud got. That's how his side feels, and that's exactly
Y'all
how
hear her?
I'm glad that she's coming up here with
Yeah.
her raw emotions. That's how they genuinely feel, brother.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
feel like he deserved that. They feel like Manny was pushed to the point of what he done, and that's what he should have done. That's what they feel like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drunk off
And
that
I
green bean.
Anybody
That's
feel that?
it, bro.
Look, hold on,
You
hold on.
want me to get drunk and talk the real shit? I
But look,
will.
that's a word for that because this nigga OYB, he don't even be doing this type of content, right? And me personally, like whoever is like really invested, that is a word for that. You might be a parasocial. Like if you super invested, like saying like, oh man, he should have did that. You might be parasocial because nigga, that's not even your life. Why would you even wish somebody else to do some crazy when you wouldn't do that?
right, we did a show on that. Chicas Locas did a show on parasocial relationships.
Yeah,
Like
sounds
all the people
familiar.
that saying, "Oh man, he should have." I don't.
See,
You
she
wouldn't.
said she would.
Ain't no way. You. It sound good, but when you in that predicament, you not upping like Manny did, sweetie. See, that's not.
Oh, he did it.
Listen, bro, what the
He
fuck
did
are you
it. You
talking
can't.
about?
Just the way she feels about this, there's other people that feel that way, and they got in his head, and this is gonna stay mainstream because
No. I
You
understand
fucking
that, but
drug
that's some
addict, heroin
parasocial
sounding
shit.
bitch.
That's
She ain't gonna do that
but
shit,
this
bro.
is the
Her
new
ass gonna
world.
listen
I'm
to
from
some.
LA. I'm born and raised in Compton, bro. I'm fucking born and raised in Southgate, Compton, Paramount, all these
Bro,
places.
your ass gonna listen to some
This is how
Katy
we do
Perry
with
and call
shit.
it a day.
Shit, it's
Get mad,
civilians.
tell
It's
someone,
civilians
you
that
tell
stay in the
someone, that
trenches, baby.
person
I'm in the
goes with
trenches
it, you
right
never
now. That
find out
don't
what
mean nothing.
happens.
Yeah, long live Finney regardless. Long live Finney regardless. A nigga Manny a bitch. That's just straight facts. And a lot of niggas that look.
Why is he such a bitch? Because
Cause
this
He
he
a
ain't got
bitch
no
because how he
hands.
handled it. How he handled it, he's a bitch. That's for sure.
He
He's
ain't
40
no
years
man.
do
He
you
old,
should
know
have
nigga.
how
fucking
long
fought.
this feud went on? Do you know how many times he tried to handle it and this bitch wouldn't come out? He was like a
I
little
can't believe
turtle
she
in his
making
shell.
excuses for this shit.
Man,
I'm telling y'all are crazy on this
Well,
internet, boy.
and it sounds
Dude,
like he
Gina,
was
you
still.
do understand the person you talk about is not here.
I told you. What did he
It's
say? That other guy said there is a cult like following that is dangerous. Arctic Wolf, I'm already ahead of you. He lawyered up immediately, so there's nothing.
Well, and it sounds like the mentality of fixing it was her coming out and getting into that physical altercation again rather than a resolution. It
Right.
seems like their go-to was to end it that way, no matter what.
She's like, yeah, he tried to fix it and he wouldn't come out. You mean he tried to shoot him earlier? That's all I hear.
And I told you they're and I said their crew has already went live today. They went live, I think it was yesterday actually, and I think they just replayed it today, talking about, hey, y'all want action? We're down for it. And again,
you're not scared. This is the irony is thick. How scared he had to be to pull that gun that fast. In real life, he was the scared as fuck. He was like, I'm not gonna let this big nigga get near me. I'll be knocked out. My wife will be killed. Really, he was the scariest fuck in the world.
Bro, but that's that paranoia.
He got niggas thinking he's a tough guy.
That's that paranoia NPC talk about.
That's what I be trying to make people understand this from the other side. The people y'all talking about are not here anymore. Manny is still here.
That's the cult that Nick's talking about. They are still out there and dangerous. That's
what Cat Williams meant when you said you need your white friends.
What about
and shit.
the fact that this dude was harassing people for years? How about that?
That's fact.
Gina, how does it make you? So now just imagine, you're feeling harassed. Then you got Gina's being like, yeah, bro, you're being harassed every day. I knew it. I knew I was being harassed. I knew it. Even
You're
Gina
right, Gina. Right. Gina, because let me get Gina up here.
Bro, don't think I did. You know what? I'm going to need to start. I hate to be pushy when I step on other panels, but I'm going to need to start moving and grooving a little bit better. But yeah,
I wouldn't have passed that up. I would not have passed that up. Footage.
You're right. You're right. All right. Let's. You feel when you saw Benny harassing him and shit? Did you get pissed off?
What that don't make nobody. That should make you unalive somebody on the strip in your wife.
No, for real, because I want you to see that this is real.
It is real. It is real. It is real.
Really we watch this and we know to turn it off, but some people they really take it. Gina, did you really get pissed? Huh?
I really take it. Yes, I do.
Did you? So what pissed you off about watching the way Finney talked about Manny?
It's what he did. It's the actions that he did that I saw. It's the Derek Ways. Let me just make sure that Derek Way, whatever the fuck that fucking bitch's name is, that ex-NFL player that never made it to anything, that guy really started with it in 2021 at the end of 20.
She goes off into all these other
She just dodged your question.
I know. Bro, she just and then she starts flashing that she's in Compton, but everybody's like,
who the fuck cares?
That don't look like Compton. They really start roasting her. Like,
that must be the north side.
But this is really, she just kind of rambles. But then I guess,
and a lot of other people.
I guess she starts spilling there's behind the scenes relationships because they start like, wait, what? What did you just say? So,
right.
So I don't know, but again, I don't know any of the names. I was really trying to like pull out of her.
Yeah.
They're angry, she's definitely affected, whether it be for what the reason is, I couldn't tell you. However, this is just a case that I feel like is going to be one that is going to kind of alter the way YouTube goes, especially these panels.
Yeah. I'm not expecting such a thing. I'm expecting it to alter it no more than it has. A few conversations that would die down over time. I don't know if any new rules will be instituted, any changes, because everybody is just as nasty as these two were. I'm not sure what rule you could institute to prevent it. And I know people get, it's in this TikTok mentality, people move on to the next thing. This won't last, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, this is
it's a fast-paced platform, guys.
Somebody next week will murder their husband, and it'll be a biracial thing, and Manny now will be off the fucking island.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna drop another link. So this is more of Manny's people.
The police die down as soon as I get out here. I was like,
Yeah. So this is definitely. I just dropped a link. This is I guess we'll go check it out. Now I didn't ask if I could watch this video, but I'm sure he won't mind. This is now. I was watching this earlier, and I was like, "Holy!" like, bro, they are in the Matrix. They are in the Matrix, and that's scary. That's scary. And what's scarier though than the people in the Matrix are the people that gas them up. Who's more dangerous, the person that sets a fire or the person that yells fire? You control the crowd.
Yeah, both are interesting.
Yeah. All right. Share screen. All right. So I'm not sure who this guy is, graphics, but he, I guess it's still going live too.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's still not going live. Oh, I can't watch this again. We're not watching this again. Where's he at? Hang on, let me take it down. All right, here we go. This is just kind of the guy who's from the Manny's camp. That's
It's a plethora of videos.
Gina, let me ask you this, Gina. Are you aware of who Graphics One is?
No, of course I know who graphics.
Okay. Are you aware of who Shoots is that's on the screen talking? His cousin.
Nope.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel like Graphics, have you seen Graphics live since what happened on Sunday?
wow. We just jumped right back up to Gina. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Right? Right? Like, damn, you talking about shit just hitting right. Like, wow. So I guess we're about to find out who this guy is.
Graphics at I don't even know what casino I was at. I was at the Palms, and I purposely avoided him because he was a part of that drama. He was a part of that drama.
What you mean? Let's go. Elaborate, please. Salute to El Cub again for the 199 super chat.
Shit. Like,
That
all
is
of these
tragic.
people just started
Mod.
leaving.
Hold
money
on,
because
Gina.
they got hurt
Hold on, Gina. Somebody says that is tragic. Mod enabler. She keeps him drunk. So you're a mod for graphics?
Me? I don't fucking go to graphics channel. It's
Oh, they
boring.
said you were a mod.
All
Okay.
right. Well, Gina.
Done that. Nah, he's standing on his ground.
Yeah, all right.
I done started that. Yeah, you did.
Gina sounds like she's alive. Y'all check out Gina. I wanted to get to some of what he was saying though, because he was again, they strong.
Bro. I'm not saying he's gonna get got, bro, but I still need to talk to him, bro, because he was sending my cousin's address around online. Do you think that's cool that people are putting people's addresses online and shooting it around?
No, I don't think that's cool. But I mean, when people do that, what type of time do you think they own?
Well, I mean, shit, he's an ex-football player. And if I was an ex-football player, I know I'd be doing some kind of promoting, some kind of talking about sports things. I'd be doing I would not be following a man on YouTube or watching him his every single move.
So my question is, so what type of time you think they own when they sending out addresses? What kind of energy you feeling from that?
Yeah, Najee, I don't. The energy from that is not good that I get, but yeah, I'm not gonna spread that same energy out like back, you know? Because whatever you get in, you should spread out differently. Now, if I get in negatively, I want to spread out positive. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I turn it. I flip it from a negative to a positive. That's how I am. But not everybody's like that, G. You know what I'm saying? People run differently and shit like that. But yeah, bro, my main message is, you know, don't go online talking all that smack.
This is what you're doing right now.
Or you can't get seen, or you can't get caught slipping.
You see the dirty smile.
That's what happens to bullies, bro. And this man was a bully, bro.
What did you say?
He loves it. Did you see the smile?
Yeah.
He sat up there in virtue
Yeah.
signal. All I do is positive things and turn negative into good. And then he revealed himself. He smiled. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
shouldn't
that's
go
what I'm
around talking
saying.
crazy. You're gonna get smacked, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. This feeds demons. Like it really feeds them, and you don't know what it breeds. And we're thinking, oh, like we're thinking, oh my gosh, it's on camera. This is so easy. He's got video of him driving around looking at him, but then you see everything that was coming into play. Like people are really just really fed him up and took this very serious. They took
You
this very
can't.
serious.
I agree with you, and that is exactly what I saw occur as well. But you don't think that that could possibly lead to someone saying, I understand, and I'm not gonna give this guy murder charges because I understand what got him here.
No,
Because if every other YouTuber does it, you got to give them the same
no.
considerations. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to lead to that, but I think it's going to be tried to be brought into that.
Yeah, 100%. Right.
Let me get a mic check, please.
Porn bomb.
Nice. Uh-oh. What up, Dennison? Welcome to the show. So, yeah, so I think he was here a few more minutes, and then let's see.
He was bullying people, not just, he wasn't even bullying men. He was bullying females, dog. That's crazy.
Bro.
The man got tired of him bullying his female and then posting her on his page. That's weird. Shit, bro, if you ask yourself, where does somebody get the time to go make these videos, these edits, and go find out addresses and go to people's jobs? Where do they get the time in the world to go do all this? Where does it come from? Where does it stem from? Like, what's the motivation behind all that? I'm trying to find out what it was because they were fucking with my cousin hard. But I told my cousin, it's going to end now, bro. You know, it ends now. We just want to be in peace, bro. People can say what they want about Graphic. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. But hey, everybody could have a new start, bro. And then today's a new day. You feel me? Everybody can get a new start, bro. People should love each other, not hate each other. People should support your Instagrams, your YouTubes, your Facebooks, your businesses, no matter what color, brown, black, white, yellow, gray, it don't matter. You're supposed to support each other and love each other. That's why we're put here. But see, so many people want to spread hate and be weird and do weird shit. And later they're like, well, why? Well, why? Well, why? You know, Manny didn't care. He doesn't care. He's sitting there like, fuck yeah, I had to get him. I got him.
Yeah, like he didn't talk to
not
Manny.
thinking, oh, sympathy or I shouldn't have done that. Nah, he's standing on his ground. He's standing on his ground because he knew how much they were bothering him. The same way they bothered my cousin.
Gina, do you feel that way? Do you feel?
What? Yeah. See,
There it is. There's his
pattern of practice.
Well, his personal connection. He's invested. He's got skin in the game. It happened to my cousin. That's why he is so emotional. That statement explained a lot of how you can just roll with this nigga. You know, because you feel like I've been through it. It happened to my cousin. I'm glad. Whoever bullied her cousin, it was like he got hurt by this guy getting hurt. That's why he feels that little joy he feels.
Yeah. Everybody gets into it for a different reason. Everybody gravitates to it. We've all seen it. Our communities come together, and sometimes those are some serious toxic communities.
Yep, even the families.
Dennison, what do you think? Have you been keeping up? Are you familiar with the story?
No.
No.
Well said, Dennis. Well said. Nice contribution.
Thank you. Like, you know what? But you know what? It doesn't matter what Dennison said today. Because I don't know if y'all know that something that Dennison has once said before.
We'll know in a second.
Yeah. Damn, I gotta get faster.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Cynthia is 100% correct. Yeah, she gets it. She gets it. She understands the difference perfectly, and y'all need to listen more.
Listen more.
She clipped that shit, dude.
I love it. I was hoping she would. It was well earned.
Thank you, Dennis. I need to listen more. Alrighty. Let's hear
I
from more
almost said and talk less, but I felt like it went over well, so
Thank goodness
I
you
didn't push
pulled
the
it
knife
back.
in that extra centimeter, you know.
Stop it.
Thank God you pulled it back in time. Yeah.
Good job, Dennison. Good job.
Feel like Manny had to get Finney?
Oh,
Very
God,
good.
that's a hard.
That's a
No,
great question. She
it
almost
had
said
to end
yes.
some way, and
Hang on.
sadly, that's a.
Feel like Man
The same way they bothered my cousin.
Gina, do you feel that way? Do you feel like Manny had to get Finney?
Oh God, that's a hard. No, it had to end some way, and sadly, it ended with somebody just being crazier than the other. But like, this guy is crying too much. This guy, I think you said that this was what's his name's
Graphics one cousin. His name Shoots.
Yeah. He is just a crybaby. Like, okay, you're crying now, but what the fuck were you doing about it at the fucking time? Why don't you just fight like a man? Why don't you be like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna fucking fight you. Let's just be real. Let's fucking fight. No
Yeah, see,
fucking
there they
cops
go
now. Let's just
again.
fight. No rules, no anything. I just want to fuck.
This is everything we say over here. Everything.
Right.
Why are you crying? Let's just
Yeah.
fight it out.
Fight like a
Everything.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How to
Same.
Fight Like a Man by some lady.
That's what I'm saying, though. But you got those. You got those in your ear.
Same shit in the cop watch community. Why he spray somebody with some mace, and it's why you couldn't just fight him like a man. Same words.
No, the freak. That's not his woman. That's somebody in his chat. She might be a mod. I don't know, but that's somebody that watches him. She is a diehard Sin City Manny fan.
That's crazy, man. Where the fuck is Tarek when you need him? Because it always amazes me and Lou, the way these guys fall in. I think Tarek's channel is named after Unslavia, something about Paul. His I don't understand people who get that infatuated with other people. So fucking weird. I can understand, appreciate a motherfucker for their accomplishments, or or whatever their introspect, or whatever the fuck it is that you like about them. But I hope that I never cross that line where I'll give a motherfucker credit and he's right. I'm gonna roll with you, man. It's just me and you against the world. No. The moment you stop being wise, I'll fucking call your name.
No says his channel is named after Monograph's channel. You know, I've been thinking about that the last couple of days, Joe, and I've come to realize, or I've come to think, that sometimes people don't know how to act, so they mirror somebody and they think like they're learning their social skills, and they don't realize it's not that. You know what I mean? Like they're being normal.
It's everything I can do not to be condescending, because I think this is the message I've been trying to yell at you. You're like, yeah, I feel like you're just coming around. Yeah, I've come to realize, well, whatever the hell you said. Yes, we're in agreement.
What'd you say? What was the first part of that?
But the first part of that was I wanted to say something smart, like, yes, my Padawan, you've come to understanding. I wanted to say something.
What does that mean?
That means that, welcome to the realization. You should have realized this is like, you're just not realizing this. That's what that means.
Well, I haven't met a lot of different types of characters on YouTube. I mean, not in my real life. And I'm not saying that to be snooty, snotty.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say I haven't come across some of this behavior.
Right. And you don't have to meet them in real life. Just being on these panels long enough in the YouTube, so you'll learn that these rules apply all across. Your statement was something like, I'm realizing that these people are just really reacting, even though they think they're doing something. They're just reacting or whatever. Yeah, 100%, man.
when people say, he's fighting, you just mimic the other guy's behavior and hit harder. So now, in my opinion, his negative energy is always negative, is dictating the battle.
Yeah.
Uh,
But this energy isn't just limited to one person or one community, as we can see.
agreed, right? And I think that energy even has an intelligence, and it seeks out like energy in others. In particular, those who have good energy, those would be the ones who they focus on. They would be the bigger trophy. And
Yep.
so
I'll
that,
agree.
yeah, that is the first thing that they're going to do. The simple thing is try to get you to respond in a negative way reflexively. And it happens all the time. They call me the hard name, and I jump, got him. I just wanted to pull it out of him. See, he's not so great. Shit.
Well, we shall see. I mean, this is just an interesting case to me, and the DA's has said that this is going to be so easy from all of the videos.
I would agree, man. I think this is going to be a slam dunk. The only way out, I think we've already established, it cannot be used because it would set a precedent that the court systems could not handle. Each one of us could come up with 50 cases that are equivalent to this one, where you're going to have to hammer shit out.
What they're going to have to hammer out is jury instructions, whether or not the death penalty is on the table,
right,
and whether or not it's aggravated in the first degree. That's about it. I think they're going to have a lot more evidence than we know of too, because he had to find the guy. So that there's going to be a trail of how he did that, and that's going to prove premeditation.
Will there be considerations for the way that it was ramped up? That's what we were trying to talk about earlier.
His defense attorney might argue for mitigating circumstances.
Yeah.
That's going to be the substance of the dispute, not really whether or not he's guilty of murder, right?
Of course, it'll be all about it's not his fault because look what this guy did. Look at all these people in his chat. Look at what the guy's going through.
Now, you could have like his attorney could be a secret genius like Jose Baez, come out of nowhere with a defense theory that blows the jury out of the water.
I'm looking for it.
But I seriously doubt it in this case. Right? Remember, Jose Baez was going on no evidence. We're
gonna see.
Couldn't even get anything off the body when they finally found it, right? So they weren't even sure that she was dead or missing when he got Casey Anthony off. But this guy's on tape doing it, so.
Do you think that his subscribers, his followers, as we have seen, do you think that they will rally together and provide him with the best defense attorney possible?
God, no. How many subs you think he got?
Yeah, no, already the media attention this has gotten will get him a better attorney than his subs could give him.
Yeah.
It's going to be notoriety for this particular attorney. And it's going to be a local guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, Cynthia.
Another thing, Dennison, is they both of the gentlemen were live streaming, and people in the chat was like, "Hey, he's now at the da 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 da." You know how when we see fights going on and both of them are live, people were jumping from track, giving him instructions on where to find him.
Yeah, that's going to be what they're going to use to prove that he knew exactly what he was doing, that he hunted this guy. That's why it's aggravated, which is life.
Yeah, I was over some girl's house and some guy was going live, sneaking around outside. I was still asleep. I didn't know nothing about it till later when I woke up. They were like, "No, Joe, he was live." I was like, "No, man, he couldn't have been." I stepped outside. He was like, "Don't you go nowhere." He drove off. And then I looked back. Yeah, that nigga been outside in the bushes since dawn.
Damn. Holy Joe.
Oh,
Alrighty. Well, I definitely gonna keep us up. Again, that guy, He was talking like there's going to be more happening. I really hope there isn't. I hope that again, the wife hasn't, I don't think he's spoken to his wife since this event. Also,
That's
and
interesting.
also in the, well, okay, in this video that okay, let me pull it. The first one that we watch, I'm gonna pull it back for y'all.
What does that say? Someone mentioned that it shows that she had ill intent. She wasn't so clean hands. Um, and he said something to that effect. You just don't know, because if they knock me out, my girl's a ride or die bitch. She gonna jump and she might get hurt. So he's saying she's down for it. And she was down for it up until the moment. Undoubtedly, she rode around with him, or she knew he was riding around and all of that bullshit. But at the moment of truth, that motherfucker went to a cop and snitched him out within moments. That's saying something too. I can't figure it out yet.
And they split up. I dropped the video link for the show I was on yesterday. On that live, Nick comes up and talks about the beef between the two women. And like Joe was just saying, that Manny felt this had this, protect my woman, protect, that there were actually 7 shots fired. 5 of them went into Finney's body, and 2 of hers were headshots.
You telling me this nigga, not only did he not miss a shot, he finished it off with 2 to the dome?
Yeah.
He didn't miss a shot? Jeez.
Yes. But they're also saying that there were 2 other injured. Again, that is nothing I have heard from a news
I assume there was some through and throughs that hit somebody in the ankle behind him. A ricochet afterwards. Yeah. I thought I saw a couple people dropped also. I was like, how many? I'm not counting the girl. I was like, damn, how many people he shot?
Gina screams through his whole self-defense case. He was probably reaching for something. Gina's on the case. If you go back and watch it, but they do discuss that the women are the target was more so the woman, Bubbles, and the reason Finney went first is because, of course, he would have been the bigger threat because he was 6'.
I don't think so.
5'2".
The tape might dispute that a little bit.
Who said that?
The panel, the guy that I was on the panel with last night, the gentleman Nick. I don't know if you tapped in, but he was speaking earlier on that panel.
He thinks she was a target. The way the guy ignored her and gave all his focus to the original guy, I don't think that was all. I'm gonna take out the threat, then kill her. It was he wanted to kill that dude first. He wanted him more. In fact, the girl was between them, and it was kind of cowardly. When the guy saw the guy with the gun, he stepped over here so the girl's between them. When the dude leaned over, he leaned over this way to put the girl back between them. He had to step away from her to shoot him. He was keeping his girl in between him and that gun.
If it were an assassin, I would say the exact opposite. I would say he put down the bodyguard and then double tap 2 to the head to the target.
If the nigga had any intelligence, which we know he don't, because he's a reflective fuck, we've established that tonight. But yes, if he was an intellectual cat, if it was fucking you a guru, I might be like, I don't know, don't underestimate him.
Dennison, we also saw on the video earlier tonight, we see the Manny and his wife walking past them once and then coming back around, and then the second is when the incident happens.
If you've seen the incident, right, 8 seconds before, you can see Manny and his wife walking past. The brother's in the camera. He's talking to his chat. He's like, you got that right, so-and-so. And then something they catch the woman's attention because his head snaps around. So there was time for a couple words. And then within seconds, the guy is shot.
Man, again, it's all fun and games till it's not. And I just think about there's nothing worth it. I don't care about any beef going on that I have. I have no issues with nobody.
It's like 2 nights ago. I was at Third
Because
Rock.
there's some people my spirit says to stay away from, and that's that. And we got to normalize not getting along with everybody. Again,
Yeah.
we heard this also stem from clocking where subs go. Whose panel are
There's some
you
truth to
sitting
that.
on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some truth to that, especially if I'm a gatekeeper because I block this person or I don't
Yeah.
associate with that person.
Yeah.
Well, then that philosophy would dictate that, to each his own, that there's no such thing as anything bad or negative. It's really just what you're into and what you're not into. So
Right.
then why would you expect everybody to be into the same shit?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
What's negative for you, it won't be negative for another person. Like I won't
Right.
feel the anxiety that another motherfuckers feels in a certain situation. I was thinking on one of these fucking panels, a couple motherfuckers going over it. Jack is gonna stop it. It's the end of the world. We gotta put a stop to it. And it's Tuesday to 2 niggas arguing. It's nothing to them. It's not even it just having a debate. In Jack's head, it's gonna be the end of the world. Someone's gonna get hurt. It's not so negative to the other 2 cats though. In fact, it's just hammering out solutions. It might even be positive. I'd feel like you see me and Dennison arguing, I think it's a positive thing. He may think it's a positive thing, but someone else could just see discord and think, and why would you be in that negative room?
I wonder what Jack thinks about this.
It's negative.
This is the strike, the GPU.
It's funny you mentioned Jack because it's intriguing to me that Jack has put up with what he's put up with, and it hasn't come to anything. And it never will.
Well, didn't he run up onto the Capitol today?
Yep.
What does that mean? He ran up to the Capitol. What is it? Rocky
style? He went. He thought they were supposed to be going up on the steps, so he went past the barrier up on the step, going up towards the steps. The police tackled him.
No,
the police tackled him.
Okay, where can we find this? On his page from today?
He was on OTWs. He popped up on OTWs at the Capitol just after they supposedly
You're joking, right? He didn't really get tackled, did
I am
he?
not. Ask Jack. Ask Jack.
Okay, guys.
That would make my day. I'm such a troll. I'm actually hoping the poor man got tackled, bro.
This fucking guy.
Oh my God, life is good if that nigga got
Clip it.
tackled.
Juku finally found the circumstance in which he supports the police tackling someone.
Right.
Hey,
I need that in my life so bad. Oh
all right.
Goodness.
So it was on OTWs?
The crazy motherfuckers, yo. Oh my God. Run up the
See, I think it'd be way cooler if the cops go to tackle Jack and he just puts his hand out and says, no. And then the cops are like stuck.
That would make it better. If he could, pulled out that shit that I underestimated him all this time, I'd go for that. That'd be better than the shitty conclusion I got in my head. Yeah.
I don't see him on. I don't see it on OTWs, and I remember Snaps was already talking about it. So, where was the original video? Do you know, Wizard?
Pero, we talking to you.
Or the freak might know.
Yeah, anybody in chat?
I'm looking for it now. I'm pretty sure it was on OTWs because Jack himself didn't do a stream today.
He didn't? Okay. All right. Well, we're definitely looking for that. Also, if anybody wants to donate, there is the GoFundMe page for the family for their funeral.
Right on. And if anybody in chat knows any of Jack on the fucking Capitol steps, And prayer about up, Jesus, let me through. Trump, I'm over here. Yeah, like an old man's day.
2 hours, 24 minutes,
Go
and
ahead, Tim. Ah!
Okay, give me 2 hours, 24 minutes.
and 40 seconds.
No way I'm this lucky. No way I'm this lucky. No, no way I'm this lucky.
In the road, you know.
Somebody's poor dog will eat it and die from
'Cause
intestinal.
I can't
fucking-
shoot squirrels, man. I think they're too cute, man. I pull up the little freaking gun.
Murdering animals,
and
OG.
I get it in the scope, and I'm like, man, I got you, and I'm just like, damn it, I can't do it.
You got to go cut that hair up into digestible lengths.
Can't kill the squirrel, man.
Yeah, check it out, man.
Oh, guys, hey, we got fucking breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have on the fucking ground, Jack Talcott, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa, what? No way.
Turn your telephone around. There you go.
I was
All
going
right,
to say, don't
that's-
make me tilt my head.
I thought he was headed for Australia.
Holy shit, people. Breaking
Oh,
news.
wow.
Jack Talcott in the
No
house.
way.
Live at Washington, D.C. at
Live
the
without
protest.
fear.
All right.
Get him, Jack.
Give a round of applause, man, for Jack Talcott, guys.
See how they got that gate, that barrier open?
Yeah.
People opened that barrier and started going through.
Jack, fight that black guy. Fight the black guy.
But it looks like a whole 9 people there.
All right, I got another guest, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Mr. Parasocial.
Praise God, Mr. Talcott has left the house.
You just got a donation.
All right, we got a donation that just came in from KC. All right, let's play the song. All right. All right, I'm going to have to ask Homer to put the money in the tree.
Should I?
Okay, I'm still
Welcome,
watching
Bob,
Jack
Talcott.
down below.
Jack, if
Yeah.
ever, I don't think he there
It's
he
a clone.
is. All right. Woo! You're muted, Jack.
Got the camera.
A clone?
You're muted.
Look at Jack Chatter. Oh, he
Is
gonna
that a
flip the
Talcott
camera
clone?
again.
No, that's the original Talcott, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a clone of Mr. Talcott. It has Parkinson's. The real Talcott doesn't.
All right, that's better.
There you go. I think this is where he's going to tell you.
Jack,
What
you're
if we
muted.
see
Can you
somebody get
unmute,
shot?
please? Can you unmute your mic, please, Jack? Can you hear me?
Where's
someone
Trump?
someone has to fucking defend Parliament, right? Put a fence on it. Oh, they're gonna-
Damn it, I can't unmute him. I want to hear what's going on.
Jack can't hear. He ain't got no headphones.
Maybe it's the next week. I think he goes off and then comes back on again. Yeah.
Which I've heard of those.
There we go.
Jack, your mic's not working.
Mr. Laporte.
All right, we got the mic.
I can't hear very well. I forgot my headphones, my mic. I was supposed to be on the steps, and I was the only one. I think I was the first one the fucking cops grabbed. They threw me down, and then they told me to get out. So rather than go to jail, I followed the directions and walked behind the barricade. But we got a number of people here breaking the law. There's no permit to protest at the Capitol, and the cops are being dicks. But, well, they're doing their job. The government's being dicks. But,
Fuck ass out of here.
yeah, they're doing their job. Anyway,
Uncle Tom ass nigga.
I'm going to bounce out. I'm going to figure out what's going on, and I'll try to talk more about it tomorrow. But I figured, thank you for being live, and thanks for letting it go up, because this is a way to share, I guess.
Well, it's nice to see some footage of you on the ground doing something, Jack, man. So it's on record, man.
All right, here's my thoughts on that shit. First of all, it was anticlimactic. We didn't get the tackling on video. On video, my fantasies were not fulfilled. And the second thought is the shit that come out of his mouth infuriates me sometimes. That grr. The police are dicks. They're being dick. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, they're just doing their jobs. What the fuck? Which one is it?
Right.
And how the fuck is it the cops are being dicks, but they're just doing their job? It's the government that are being dicks. No, if the philosophy holds, they're just doing their jobs. All I know. I get, fuck you, and everything came out of your mouth.
Yeah, and their job is being dicks. Hitler's willing executioners.
Yes.
Yeah, Arctic Timberwolf agrees with you.
Good.
It was anticlimactic. Man, it breaks my heart to see Jack. It breaks my heart to see him. He's looking more and more like Brian O'Shea.
I'm not sure why you say that, man. Outside of him opening his mouth and letting the dumb out, I'd like to see him out there. I like that he did the protest. I was hoping that it was he was in his dilution and just running past Secret Service. Trump, I'm over here. I was hoping for that type of shit. But if all I could get is a nigga out there protesting, hats off, man. Go ahead, Jack.
What is wrong with you, Joe? What, like, damn, let me give
What
you
did Jack do to you?
See, Joe's another one of those ones that likes that drama. The more
I know he does.
Show us on the doll where Jack hurt you.
Right, I know. It got to be something interior, right? It got to be something in me.
Man, no, what else?
I know how hard it is, man, to get your ass up and go to a fucking protest. I know the courage it takes to aim your camera at these motherfuckers. And I know the courage it takes. Go ahead.
Is he a fly-by-night revolutionary? Is that why you're... he's like an AI songwriter, and you're Mozart with a chip on your shoulder?
Did we lose Joe?
Yeah, something popped up on his phone. He was trying to enable.
It looks like he's trying to answer the phone. And I gotta go, folks. Be blessed. Thanks for having me up again, and we'll see everybody next.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
You bet.
I'm gonna kick Joe too. Bye, Joe. Joe says bye to y'all. Dennison?
Yes, ma'am.
How would it be you? Oh, let me drop your channel. Are you live? But I don't know how to move people. Are you live? Can I put my?
Not.
You're not? Okay.
I can go live if.
Oh no! I was just, if you were, I was gonna move people, but I don't even know how to do it. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go kick it like judo. I'm gonna go top on that other panel. I'm gonna do better next time. I'm trying to make better connections, right? I got to do better.
That gave me anxiety.
Why?
I just some panels I just don't want to do better on.
I mean, better.
You get into the fray, I suppose,
Better in the sense of getting connections. I need to make a connection with Gina. We need to hear from Gina. MC
Was that the chick that was talking in that stream?
Yes.
Well, it seemed like she was mad at you, or was she talking about somebody else?
She was talking about somebody else, but she's a really diehard Manny fan. Then we need to hear from MC High Life. And then we need, like, a lot of these Manny people are vocal, and I have yet to hear any Finny people come up. Ooh, we need to get Finny people here. We got a lot of work to do,
Yeah.
All right, Dennison. You have a wonderful night. I definitely appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. All righty, guys. So, hey, another show. Man, that one went almost 3.5 hours. Holy, I am tired. There I go. I got to get back into my office. Whew. Had a lot of company in here today, and we learned a lot more about this case. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But I appreciate you guys tapping in. This was a late live. But until we meet again, watch this all just because of Cynthia's fascination with serial killers or something. Wrong, the freak. You watch this because I'm intrigued, and I'm telling you, our panel verse may be changing. And I'm not sure how that change is or what it could or would be, but I just am thinking logically, like my mind has analyzed it, and I'm like, oh, this can't be good. We're gonna be brought into the public court of authority. So who knows what's gonna happen? Rules and regulations, y'all hate them, right? I mean, I think that some are good, but trust me, I'm an outlier when it comes to a lot of you guys. Thank you to everyone who is saying great show. I appreciate it. This is something that I am very passionate about because, well, like NPC said the other night on his show, it's important for our legacy, our children, our family, our friends, or people who just want to look back and think, what was life like in 2025? And what were their views and what were they fighting over and what was going on? And yes, some of the drama can be fun, but as we see tonight, that drama can also be very, very harmful. And to be cautious with your voice, to use it wisely. Who am I to talk though? We all know I got beef out here in the streets. Anywho's, guys, what am I going to end it out with tonight? I think I'm going to take it out with always